Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. We got the Chicago Bears versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ OrionNWSF, and the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, a link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. Today's game, we got Justin Fields versus Big Ben Roethlisberger, a tale of two different stories. One guy just at the beginning of his career going through the ups and the downs, and another guy right at the very end of his career trying to make one last stop to the AFC Championship game. Will either one ball out tonight? I'm not too sure, but usually when the games on paper look like booty-os, it ends up being a little bit better than expected. Remember the Colts and the Jets? They combined for 75 points last Thursday night, so I'm not saying that these guys are going to combine for 75, but I am excited to see Justin Fields try to ball out, and obviously I think most people in the country, with the Steelers on their little win streak that they're on, they think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win. David Goldstein in the building. Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Normally, I would call someone out immediately saying something so outrageous. But David, you know what? If it ends up happening, I wouldn't really be that shocked. The AFC right now is wide open. All right, you got the Patriots, you got the Bills. Who knows who's coming out of the AFC West? Is it the Chargers, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Chiefs? We don't know. You got the Ravens, you got the Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers. Who knows what's going on there? And then you got the Tennessee Titans. I'm not really sure what's going to happen on the AFC side. On the NFC side, it seems like we got it a little bit more figured out. You know, you got the Cardinals, you got the Rams, you got the Buccaneers, you got the Packers when Rodgers comes back, and then even though Dallas and the Saints lost, I still think they're both going to the playoffs, and they can do some damage once we get into December and January, and that's big facts. Gerald, black and gold light toes, he said, let's go Justin Fields. I'm going to be going for my boy Naji Harris. I mean, obviously, in the Northwest Sports Fanatics Fantasy Football League, I'm projected to win the league. I'm 5-3. I got one guy left. I got Naji Harris, and I'm excited to see the production that he's going to bring. Everyone has already crowned Jamar Chase as Rookie of the Year. Deservedly so. But let's pump the brakes a little bit, and let's actually look at Naji Harris's stats this season. He is just as deserving, if not more deserving, than Jamar Chase. I mean, if you really look to see what he's been able to do in the running game and in the receiving game part of it at the running back position, Naji Harris is anything and everything that we expected coming from the Alabama Crimson Tide. And guess what? This season, with Georgia being so good, the Georgia Bulldogs, Alabama and Nick Saban are probably thinking, God damn it, we wish we had Naji Harris for just one more season, because they would probably need him to be able to beat a team like Georgia that more than likely is going to win the Natty. Oh, Henry, I'm 1 point behind in my pick'em because of this league this week. Should I change my pick to the Bears? You think the Bears have a chance? Hell no. I think the Steelers are going to win this game, and they might win by a big amount. I know there's a few injuries on the defensive side of the ball. Some key guys, including Khalil Mack, that I believe is not playing tonight. So I think there's 3 starters out for the Bears defense. And even if they were playing, I would not give the Bears a chance. I'm thinking, I mean, if you're going to go through 1 to 100 and the percentage that the Bears have to win tonight, I would probably say 10% or less. They really have to come out firing. Justin Fields is probably going to have one of the biggest games of the year. The defense is going to have to make plays. They're going to have to get sack lunches on Big Ben and hope that Naji Harris and a few of the other players at wide receiver, they fumble a lot. Deontay Johnson, a lot of these guys that are going to be out there, Chase Claypool, they're going to have to hope the fumbleitis is going to happen, and I don't think it is going to happen tonight. Tighten up 22. Steelers are looking hot. I need the Bears to win this game. I don't think it's going to happen. I did a poll today on the best team in the NFL. And they're still disrespecting the Titans. Like, no one wants to give the Titans the reign as the best team in the NFL. I mean, they've beaten, 5 or 6 playoff teams from last season. They have been playing very good. And not only that, you're playing great without King Henry. And I get it. You want to maybe give the Cardinals the bow, or you want to be able to give someone else. But I can pull up my phone right here and go over the poll. And I thought it was pretty surprising, but not really, because the media, they don't really like the Titans. A lot of the people that are fans of the NFL are hating on the Titans. Tighten up 22, from what I've seen so far, even though, right, the Cardinals might have the best record with 1 loss. I think, you could definitely say today, who is the best team today after that performance against the Rams? I think you could definitely put the Titans in the conversation at the very top, but it seems like a lot of people don't want to give the Titans the credit. That'll be fine. Maybe they'll overachieve and find themselves in the AFC championship game. A few years ago, they were there. Gerald Black and Gold Light Toes, he's on my dynasty team. Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields, it's going to take him some time, just like every other rookie. It's not going to be something where he's going to be the best one, all right, because they have Nagy, and Nagy's horrible. Nagy is absolutely horrible. We don't know about Trey Lance yet. The Niners are just doing horrible, and they had a last-place schedule. So the Niners should have made the playoffs this year, but it just wasn't in the books. It wasn't in for this particular season. Mac Jones still is having his ups and his downs, but the defense and the play calling is helping Mac out, besides trying to injure, the defensive players for the fucking Panthers. Come on, Mac Jones. Let go of that guy. You don't want him to injure guys and end their fucking season, okay? You don't want Brian Spider Burns out for the whole goddamn year after you end up making a mistake and you're holding on for dear life and his leg almost came out of the goddamn socket. Let fucking go, okay? Let fucking go. Jalen Hurts for Damian Lillard. Fuck no. I heard Ben Simmons and the Celtics, they were looking for maybe some type of deal or compensation. Ben Simmons sucks. If you look at the Celtics, they have a few pieces that would be available, but whoever gets Ben Simmons is getting the raw deal, the end of the stick, because he is absolute dog shit garbage. And I think a lot of people can agree with that. Yeah, he can play defense. You can't make free throws. You know what I mean? You can't really move anyone one-on-one. Dame Lillard for fucking Ben Simmons is fucking laughable, all right? Yeah, we're going to trade a Hall of Fame player for some dirtbag trash piece of shit that doesn't even want to be there for his team. And then I just find out that you have, oh boy, all right, Embiid has the COVID, and I'll get into my COVID results as well, because if you ended up watching the show yesterday, there was a manager at my work that had COVID. And I couldn't go to work today. I had to go to work outside the building, pick up a COVID test. And there was me, my boy PJ, my boy Jared, and there's 2 other guys, John and then David, the manager that I work under, that got COVID. So I felt good. I don't really feel that I've had any symptoms. I took the test today, and I passed with flying colors. So I get to go back to work tomorrow, thank God. I obviously lost out on about $100 or more today by not being able to go to work. But thank God for Holly Hundo yesterday. She dropped a $100 donation in the Cash App, so that way I could have that, donation immediately. With YouTube, usually it's a month later, and then YouTube and Google take out a cut. So shout out to Holly Hundo for really helping me out. Obviously, since I ended up missing work to get, work today, but at least I don't have COVID. My boy PJ doesn't have COVID. Jared doesn't have COVID. I don't know about the other guy, John. I'll find out tomorrow if he's at work or not, because John and David kind of work closely together, and I work with PJ and Jared most of the time. So I'm going back to work tomorrow, thank God. I definitely did a lot of reading and film study. Got caught up on Yellowstone last night. The 2-hour premiere was fire. Didn't get a chance to watch Dexter just yet. I'll definitely be able to do that. But I definitely got the Steelers winning tonight. Gerald Black and Gold Light Toes, he said they are going to win 24-21, a bold prediction. You put beats, but I assume that you meant Bears. So I definitely do not think the Bears are going to win this game. Yeah, I feel the same, but if there was any week an underdog wins on Monday Night Football, it would be this week, LOL. Yeah, of course, and with all the games that we've been seeing this weekend, right, this would be the game that the Bears would win, right? And it's not like, the Steelers are 7-1, or 6-2. They're not that much better than the Chicago Bears. But with the Bengals losing, Ravens losing, to the Bengals a few weeks ago, we don't really know. And the Browns found a way to come back. It's like, I don't really know who the team is, to beat. Is it the Ravens? Possibly, but we're going to have to kind of wait and see. Travis Cecil in the building. Hey, my Chiefs were gifted a win from the Pack special teams. Woo! Yes. We will have to wait and see how the Pack can recover, because that one game told you a lot. Jordan Love ain't good. All right, Jordan Love don't got it. Jordan Love is a project QB. You need Aaron Rodgers. All right, so if you thought that, if he would have ended up winning 31-13, then you're going to have been like, okay, if Aaron leaves next year, we're still going to be an above 500 team, and we might be able to compete for the NFC North. But based on what you saw yesterday, he is not good. All right, he's got a long ways to go, especially from that Chiefs defense, even though it's gotten better in the last few weeks. They just pretty much blitzed him every down. He looked very uncomfortable. He definitely looked like he has a long ways to go. And to be honest, I'm not sure if you want that guy to be your starting quarterback after Aaron Rodgers, my personal opinion. He might be able to turn it around, but depending on if Rodgers is gone, Devontae Adams is gone, I'm not sure if Jordan Love has got it. And if I had to take my guess right now, I say no. You might have to go somewhere else. Would I want Jordan Love on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Hell no. But they got Aaron Rodgers, so hopefully when he comes back, I know Russell Wilson, they had a videotape of him with getting that little cast off his finger. So if we can end up getting Russell Wilson versus Aaron Rodgers, we should have had Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, but we were cheated out of that matchup. Who knows what would have happened in that particular game. But if I would have had put money on it, I would have probably bet on the Packers winning that game, and probably winning that game pretty big, just based on the Chiefs' struggles with Patrick Mahomes on the offense right now until Clyde Edwards-Helaire comes back, or they can address the running back game position, because they just don't got it there. Offensive line is trying. Defense is playing a little better, but I'm not sure if anyone thinks the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl this year, which is sad because they've been so good for such a long time. Gerald, Black and Gold Light Toes, Titans are the 9th best. Ouch. I don't know about that. Elliott Evans, Steelers are favored by 7. Air Whitey, go Steelers in the building. What to do? Let's see here. Sarah Small in the building. Sup, Ryan, and everyone in here now. Odin Child, bang, 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 bang. $5. Getting it started. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. So, baby, Odin Child, Chiefs Kingdom in the building. What to do? Nola in the building. Saints in the building. What to do? Tighten up in the building. What to do? San Francisco 49ers head coach isn't as good as he seems. Kyle Shanahan hasn't proved nothing except how to choke. Well, I think he's got potential, but for whatever reason, the injuries, the play calling, sticking with Jimmy G, it's just one of those things where I'm not really sure what you're going to do. Is Trey Lance the guy? Is Jimmy G? You just got Kittle back. You finally got in the end zone. But they got a long ways to go. And with the last place schedule, this team should have made the playoffs this year, and they will not. Travis Cecil, tell it how it is. Sarah Small, bang, 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 $5. Here is to my good friend. Let's go Steelers. Love you all. Appreciate you. Air Whitey says Giannis will go 2 and 7 from 3, or 5 from 14 from the free throw line. Difference between him and Simmons when it comes to that, Giannis doesn't stop grinding and he doesn't run away. Stop comparing. Who's comparing Giannis to Ben Simmons? That's not even a comparable comparison, those two. Are you immunized? No. Yes, I definitely got my COVID shots. And it was a little scary, having someone close to me, in the building, that works with me get COVID. But thank God I did the test today. Everything ended up being gravy. So I do not have COVID, and I feel great about it. Thank God. Let's see here. You heard Kevin Byard last night. It doesn't matter where they have us in the rankings. What matters is that we are 7-2. Damn right. Absolutely. The team is legit. You know what I mean? And then for them to not win without Derrick Henry, I think people are starting to forget. If you had Derrick Henry and you won that, people would have been fucking amazed. But just the fact that you didn't have him and you won the way that you did, Simmons, played so great. We thought Aaron Donald was the best defensive player in the league. Shit, 3 sack lunches. Yum, 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 yum from Simmons yesterday. He looked like the best defensive player in that game yesterday, besides Kevin Byard, with that pick 6. Jalen Ramsey looked very, very good as well, but it wasn't enough. That's big facts. Gerald, Black and Gold Light Toes. OBJ would be nice, and NO, our wide receivers are trash. I kept hearing a lot about the wide receivers. The wide receivers. You know what? You would have won that game, right, if your goddamn corners and safeties would have played good defense on that last play of the game, right, when they went long to Cordarrelle Patterson. Just fucking play defense and don't have him get in field goal range, and you win the game, and no one's talking about the goddamn wide receivers. The defense fucking choked in the secondary. Normally they don't, but if you would have prevented that big, long play, that 60-plus yard gain from Cordarrelle Patterson, you would have won the game. My personal opinion. Chill, it's Jordan Love first start. A.J. Sillman. Yeah, I get it, but it could have been a little bit better. I mean, obviously he wasn't prepared, all right? You had plenty of weapons out there, all right? I wouldn't want him on my team. That's what I'm just saying. The Pack O-line did Love no favors. No, they did not, all right? But there's a huge difference between Aaron Rodgers, who might be the best quarterback in the league right now, all right, arguably, and Jordan Love, all right? You got Jordan Love for the rest of the season, you're fucked, all right? If you end up having Aaron Rodgers, you might go to a Super Bowl and win. Bears with the return. I love Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr., Darius Leonard. Yeah, you got some studs there. Cody Armstrong in the building. What to do? Toby in the building. Duval. What a win against the Bills. Who would have thought that would have happened? Sabu tweeted out a tweet. Yeah, I did see that. He said he wasn't ready to come back and do one last match. I did see that on my timeline as well. And I got to watch some Japanese wrestling that I got from Air Whitey. These two lady Japanese wrestlers from like 93. Oh my God, the blood that was shed from these two females. Incredible hardcore match that I watched from Japan this morning. It was crazy. Yeah, I would love for Sabu to come back. I love RVD and Sabu. Handoff up the middle. And I know Montgomery is coming back for his first game back from his injury, and there he is. Khalil Herbert was doing a great job. Obviously, Allen Robinson has struggled, this season. He's normally a top 10 wide receiver in the league, but with inconsistent play from the O-line and Justin Fields, his numbers in fantasy have been trash, and no one really owns him in fantasy. As far as in our league, he's still available. Cameron Hayward, Minkah Fitzpatrick, studs. All right, we're going to have to see if the Steelers can step up their game, and I imagine they will at home. Another heavy run up the middle. Ooh, was that a fumble? Oh, baby. Yeah, full gear. I'm going to order it. I'm going to order every single AEW pay-per-view that I can. Absolutely. $12 in donations, 12 likes so far. We'll try to get to 50 and 50 on every live stream. And then if we get that, maybe 100 and 100. But I feel so thankful and blessed that I don't have COVID, you know what I mean? Like, that's the closest that I've ever been around someone that I have found out that has gotten COVID. A manager that works, pretty much is my guy, the guy that I have to work underneath, when we unload the trailers. And I do pray for him. He's got a newborn daughter that's like 1 year old. I think he's newly married. And then obviously the money has been tight for them. He's had a refrigerator go out. He's had a washer and dryer go out. The cost of a newborn is very expensive. So I'm praying for him to get better quick. I want him to be able to get healthy. I'm going to miss him at work. And let's prayers up for my boy David. Hopefully he will be okay. I work at Saw Stop at a saw warehouse where I'm unloading trailers that, have like 100, 150, 160 pound saws. And there's like 40-foot trailers. Sometimes we unload 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in a day. It's very physical grinding work. And then I do this YouTube full time. Nice catch. On third down, short of the first down marker, Allen Robinson. Justin Fields, come on, my guy. Jed Lockett Productions in the building, Tighten Up in the building. Travis says, can't stay, just drop that like. Have a great night, everybody. Travis, I appreciate you. Brute saying, you can count on the Saints to blow it when they have a chance to take first place in the division. Yeah, you beat my Buccaneers, but I know the wide receivers struggled. I know Kenny Stills had that touchdown near the end, but if you guys just would have prevented that long bomb by Matty Ice, you would have won the game. You know what I mean? So I know the wide receivers have struggled, and there's been a lot of drop passes and a lot of just miscommunication. But bottom line, if Patterson doesn't make that big play, I got him in fantasy football, so I already know I have him starting, automatic start in my flex every week, and he throws up 15, 20, 30 points every week. So I know how good Patterson really is, and it's just a shame that you guys dropped that game. But hey, that's the NFC South for you. You can beat the Bucs one week, and then you lose the Falcons the next. The same shit happens to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers year in and year out. Jed Lockett Productions in the building. Odin's Child in the building. Hey, man. Hey, Shit, dude. Warehouse work is fucking tough, and I do that. I wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm working from like 6 to 3, and then I'm doing YouTube full time as well. WWE is straight trash. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, 0-0, first down and 10. The Steelers at 4-3. The Bears at 3-5. I mean, is it crazy to think that the Steelers and the Patriots might make the playoffs this year? Is it crazy to think? What happened to my hands? Chili Dog in the building. What to do? It's just like, okay, I know the Patriots are the hotter team out of the two, but with the Bengals losing, all right, the Browns kind of getting their way, but they're a little inconsistent for me as well. The Ravens seem like they're the best team, but then they lost to the Bengals. They got their ass kicked. I mean, everything is just so wonky and crazy. I mean, especially this weekend. The Jags beat the Bills. I mean, the Falcons beat the Saints. I mean, there were so many upsets. The Broncos beat the fucking Cowboys. I mean, who the fuck knows what's going to happen from one week to the next? But what I do know, there's going to be some surprises, I think, in the AFC side. As far as the playoff picture is concerned, it's not going to be exactly the 6 teams that everyone's predicting. The NFC side, I think less chances for other teams to get in there. Come on, Naji. I need Naji to go off tonight for fantasy, okay? But Cowboys, Saints, Buccaneers, Packers with Rodgers, all right, Rams, they'll rebound, and then the Cardinals. That's pretty much, I think, the teams that are set. I don't see anyone else creeping up and stealing any of those spots from those teams. I mean, the only spot that might be able to be stolen is the Saints at 6, but I think they're good enough to get into the playoffs. I like the team. I represent the NFC South with my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and even though they lost the Falcons, I think they're good enough to find a way. Screen pass. Okay, I see you. And it'll be interesting to see the receiving core with what they end up having out there. They had some injuries, but Pat, Freiermuth, all right, the tight end rookie. They've been really looking for that guy to be able to be the next big tight end. And I think that this guy, give him a couple years, and they got to find someone after Big Ben. But Pat Freiermuth, all right, I like him. He's got a lot of potential. If he scores tonight, do not be surprised. You got Deontay Johnson, you got Claypool, Juju's hurt, you got McLeod in there. All right, Freiermuth, I like him. All right, he's got some potential. Big Ben, going deep. Woo, baby! First down, Steelers. That Chase Claypool? Yes, it is. You got Deontay Johnson, you got Chase Claypool, and I got Naji Harris. We got to be able to get some points today. Natural beauty with Paula. Thank you for your awesome analysis, my guy. Absolutely. I watched the film. I watched the tape. I'm not right 100% of the time. Nobody is. But for the amount of tape and the amount of reading that I do, I feel I got a good grasp on all 32 teams, more than anyone else on YouTube, for that matter, or on TV, or on podcasts. That's big facts. It takes a lot of discipline to do what I do. And like I said, if I was wrong about everything, of course the fans are going to call me out. You might not agree with every statement that I say, but you can actually think about my statement, what you believe, and you can maybe give it a consideration that you might not fully believe everything that I'm saying, but you can give it a thought and be like, you know what, that is a possibility that could be the answer for what he's saying. And that's all I'm trying to do. Educate the fans, give you a different perspective, all right, and realize some teams are better than they look. Some teams are worse than they look, all right? But this is the NFL. Anybody can beat anyone on any given Monday, Thursday, or Sunday, and that's big facts. 99.9. Hey, your boy's doing it. Go, 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 go. First down, Steelers. Hey, I appreciate that. 99.9% instead of 100. I mean, I haven't got a Super Bowl winner wrong in like 20 years. Name one other person in social media or on TV or podcast that's got that type of reliability. All right, game in and game out. That's big facts. We got Bears, we got Steelers, live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $OrionNWSF, and the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Go, go, go! Touchdown! Woo! Yes, sir! Touchdown, Steelers. Guess who? My fantasy running back number 1, Naji Harris. You can't stop him. You only hope to contain him, just like Michael Thomas. You can't guard Najee, okay? You can't do it. The offensive line for the Steelers going into the season was criticized as trash, homie. They were straight trash. Sometimes, when an offensive line is considered trash, they find a way to pull it together. And sometimes when you have an athletic running back from Bama that's not Trent Richardson, the only guy that's fucking flopped at Alabama, he finds a way to get in the end zone, running or receiving. Naji Harris, extra point is up, and it's good. Steelers 7, Bears 0. I wish Tampa Bay had a Naji Harris. No cap, man. Dead ass. This guy's an amazing player. I picked him in fantasy. I think with the fourth pick. I think with my fourth pick, I'm trying to remember how I went. I went Devontae Adams, and then after Devontae Adams, maybe I went Naji Harris too after Devontae Adams. I think that's what I did. I think I went Devontae Adams with the fifth pick. Then I went Naji Harris. Then I went Patrick Mahomes, and everyone laughed. All right. And then after that, I went for another running back. Maybe a James Robinson or something of that nature, or maybe Chris Carson, you know what I mean? But my team's very solid from top to bottom, but I appreciate that. A-guy, Raiders. Orion's not right 100% of the time, just 99.9. Appreciate you. Jameis and Meza in the building. Appreciate you, Orion. Appreciate you. A-guy in the building. Sarah Small, I'd rather have Chris Olave over OBJ or David Bell or Ball from, oh yeah, of course. Olave looks like he might be the next big thing. He could be like the next Jamar Chase, going into next season from the Ohio State University, and that's big facts. The only thing Orion was wrong about is Jameis being trash. Well, I never said that I thought he would be trash, all right, but there was some skepticism on how good he would be with that particular roster, and I think he really proved a lot of people wrong. He proved that, not only the LASIK worked, but the decision-making. He finally decided that, okay, I'm going to tuck and run, and I'm going to throw the ball out of bounds instead of forcing my team in a bad position and getting my defense tired, instead of throwing these, horrible passes for pick sixes, fumbles for touchdowns. And him with the decision-making was really big. And like I said, I am really hurt, honestly, genuinely, for Saints fans and NFL fans, because if you love Jameis or you hate Jameis, I'm a Bucs fan. I don't like him. I can't, you know what I mean? He was on my team. He didn't do anything for me, all right? But when he left my team and went to the Saints, you could see there was some potential there, even though the wide receiving core was, hurt or banged up or not available. Michael Thomas, all right? You had AK-41. You had a top 3 offensive line in the league. You have one of the top 5 coaches in the league in Sean Payton, even though his, clock management and his play calling sometimes is booty. Defense is phenomenal, all right? He found a way to play great football, and that's why I told that, everyone on the channel that I thought the Saints were going to go to the playoffs, as the wild card. And even though Jameis is no longer playing and he has the ACL, I still think the Saints, if I was such a hater, I would say, yeah, the Saints are done. But I'm not. I still think they're going to make the playoffs as a 6th seed. Yeah, and like I said, it might have been a Band-Aid. It might have been long-term. But in reality, you're going to be looking at someone in the draft or another free agent possibly to replace Jameis. I'm not sure if he's going to be the guy after this injury, but we'll have to wait and see. 7-0 Steelers. Bears taking it out of the end zone like a fucking idiot. That was dumb. Message from a Golden Eagle. What up, Orion in the NWSF? Grossi Posse fam in the building. Smash that fucking like button. Please do. Please do. Natural Beauty with Paula. Gonna get some merch. We're probably up here in Seattle. Gang, gang, gang. Hey, it's only $35 for a hoodie. I used to sell them for about $50 or $60, but I learned that I want to get I don't need to make $15 on each hoodie. If I sell them for $35, I think I make like $1, like no cap. So it's like I'm just trying to get the gear out there to more people. So if you're looking for a new hoodie, we're in hoodie season. They're comfortable. They're made through Teespring. So if you end up getting a hoodie, represent it, proudly for the NWSF. It'd be awesome. Looks like that might be a false start on the Bears. Shout out to Natural Beauty from Paula, with Paula. All the way up here in Seattle. Northwest, represent. Poor Justin Fields better have his running shoes on. They just need better coaching. You know what I mean? They've had some bad luck with injuries, but they need better coaching. Nagy's garbage, and they need a better O-line, and that is big facts. Chili Dog, who's the next Steelers quarterback after Ben? Your guess is as good as mine. It's got to be a free agent, or it's got to be someone, a rookie. It's not someone that's on the roster. We know Dwayne Haskins, garbage, all right? Mason Rudolph, garbage. I mean, those two might be the worst backup quarterbacks in the league. Not trying to talk shit, but I wouldn't want those guys on my team. I'll tell you that right now. Man, the Bears are such a shit team with shit coaches. Elliot Evans, true. Let's see here. Chile, they need Kenny Pickett from Pitt, Sarah Small says. Your thoughts on Kadarius Toney? He's found some success despite injuries on the team. I watched him at Florida. He's a phenomenal talent, but again, it's the Giants. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not sure if Joe Judge is the guy. They got a lot of talent over there. I think he'll end up panning out and getting better, but it might take a couple years really for him to find himself. And we also have to figure out what the situation is because Danny Dimes is straight trash, homie. They need to find someone better than Daniel Jones, in my opinion. 7-0 Steelers, and it looks like it's either a false start or a timeout. Let's see here. Luke Weed. What a name. Hey, I got some weed right here. Today's show is sponsored by Elderberry Gummies. All right. THC, CBN, CBD. Eat one, eat two, eat the whole thing, and you'll feel good, brother. I'll probably take some at halftime. All right. He said, I got Mixon and Dalvin Cook. Do you think I should trade up and get Jonathan Taylor or just ride it out with decent backs? No, Mixon and Cook, you obviously got, guys that could be top 10 running backs. Jonathan Taylor could be like a top 5 guy, but with 2 compared to 1, stick with who you got if you're talking fantasy, because Mixon usually gets over 10 points. Cook, when healthy, usually gets over 10. So 2 is better than 1. I definitely would stick with Mixon and Cook. As long as they can stay healthy, you're going to be good to go. Because obviously if you're going to give up those 2 or more just to get Jonathan Taylor, and then Taylor has like a hammy issue or he ends up getting injured, then all of a sudden Naheem Hines stock goes up, and then you're fucked because you lost Mixon and Cook. So Sarah Small says, Luke, get Jonathan Taylor. But you wouldn't want to do a 2-for-1. I mean, I know fantasy football, so Holly Hundo in the building. Hey, everyone. Good to see everyone. Heads up, I'm not feeling great and just had a family blow up. Not sure how long I'm going to last tonight. Well, hey, I just want to give you a shout out for last night. My boss, David, got COVID, right? I didn't get to go to work today. You ended up sending out a hundo donation to me, a Holly Hundo $100 donation on Cash App yesterday to kind of make up for me not working today. Thank you so much. Didn't get a chance to work. I took the COVID test today. It came up negative. All right, so I get to go back to work tomorrow. My boy PJ was negative. My boy Jared was negative. The only other one that we don't know about is John. He was kind of closer with David and worked closer with that guy. So I'll find out if he ends up showing up to work tomorrow. If John doesn't show up, then he got COVID too. So it'll just be the 3 of us unloading the trailers. But yeah, I'm definitely feel great. I felt that I was negative. I didn't really feel I had symptoms, but it feels really good to be able to have the support. I'm sorry that you had the family blow up. I appreciate you that you're not feeling, that good, but at least you came in the room and showed up. Thank you so much for your generosity, your, appreciation for the channel. Holly Hundo, one of the best mods in the building, just like Sarah Small. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Luke Weed, right? I think I can't decide who to give up, though. Mixon is more consistent scoring than Cook this season. He is, because he obviously is not hurt as much as Dalvin Cook. That's why I didn't pick Run CMC or Dalvin Cook. I didn't have the opportunity. And King Henry was a top 4 pick. He's hurt. The only one that was in the top 4 in most fantasy football drafts that's not hurt, AK-41. Number 5, I decided to pick Devontae Adams instead of going for a Jonathan Taylor, an Eckler, or a Zeke. And I could have went Jonathan Taylor or Nick Chubb, but I was like, you know what? I'll go wide receiver. I'll find other running backs, and I definitely have filled that role. Fields? Woo! Nice catch. Flag on the play, laundry on the play. Probably coming back due to a hold. Shout out to Sarah Small. Shout out to Holly Hundo. Guy, Jameis didn't play long enough to tell us anything, and I still saw the old crazy interception. Winston, we all know Winston is talented. It's just that, will he throw 5 TDs or 5 interceptions? Okay, Guy, I'm a Bucs fan, so if anyone's going to be critical of Jameis Winston, it's going to be me. Let's be honest. As a Raiders fan, how many games of the Saints did you actually watch? I watched them all right? Jameis did prove to the league, he proved to me, he proved to everyone that actually watched his games that he improved the team. Look at the record that the Saints had with him in it, okay? This guy didn't turn the football over. He was playing fantastic football. If I'm such a fucking hater and, I'm just anti-Saints, anti-Falcons, anti-Panthers, anti-everyone, why would I say a statement like that? It was very clear, all right, that Jameis turned the corner, and he was turning himself into maybe not a top 10 quarterback, but definitely a top 15 quarterback. Believe that. And he had some games where he looked like a top 5 quarterback. Just ask the Packers in week 1. 5 touchdowns, looked fantastic. Yeah, he's not going to do that every game, but how many games did he throw 5 picks this year? Look it up. He was a little bit better than you think. I know you're a Raiders guy, but a lot of people like to pick on Jameis Winston, just like they picked on Rasheed Wallace, formerly of my Portland Trail Blazers. You give the guy a bad look, you get a technical, and you're out of there. I thought Jameis did a great job this season under the tutelage and coaching and mentorship under Sean Payton. And that's my personal opinion. Do I like Jameis Winston? Fuck no. But with the Saints, he definitely did a fantastic job, and I feel the pain for the Saints fan base because I think that they could have upset a team like the Buccaneers, and they still might in the playoffs because I still have the Saints going, as well as my Buccaneers. Ooh, good tackle. 7-0 Steelers. Luke Weed also thinking about, let me see here. Also thinking about, let me scroll here real quick. Let me go here. God, all these comments started coming in. Let me see here. Okay, also thinking about giving up a receiver for it. No, Luke Weed. Stick to who you got. Stick with Mixon and Cook, my guy. All right, dang, that sucks. Hope everything gets better. Holly Hundo. I have a Metcalf, Godwin, Samuel, and Deontay Johnson. Yeah, don't get rid of Metcalf or Godwin. I don't know. If I was you, I wouldn't give up all that for just Jonathan Taylor. You got a good enough team. Stick with it. That's what I would do. I'll read off my fantasy football team, and you can tell me if I got a good team this year or not. Nice tackle by the Bears. Teddy Two Gloves fits the Saints better. Yeah, but how many games did you watch? I mean, Teddy doesn't turn the football over, and he's done decent, for the Broncos, all right? And they obviously were 5-0 when Breeze went down a couple years ago, all right? But that also was when they had Michael Thomas back then as well. So they don't have the same kind of receiving core. They don't have Emmanuel Sanders. They don't have Jared Cook. They don't have Michael Thomas, all right? They're just kind of fabricating, different wide receivers and trying to stay alive. They got AK-41. The defense is there. They got Ryan Ramczyk. They got a good offensive line. But I disagree. I think Jameis proved that he was better than Teddy Two Gloves, in my opinion, this year. Was Teddy pretty good? Was he a guy that was more than a game manager this year? At times, yes. But Teddy can't throw the ball downfield like Jameis. Jameis can throw it deep. A lot of times he was throwing it to the other team on the Buccaneers, but I think this season he started to prove that he can throw it to his own teammates, thank God, to the Saints. So I disagree. You know what I mean? And that might be just the Jameis hate in your heart, guy. A lot of people didn't like Jameis. They still don't like Jameis. I'm not a big fan, but I can still admit when someone's getting better, and I can still admit the certain greatness and potential that I saw in him. There was a huge improvement from the Buccaneers Jameis Winston to the Saints Jameis Winston. They're not the same guy. So I'm praying for him, even though he's on my rival team, and I hope that he ends up coming back and getting back to doing what he does best and is helping that team win and hopefully maturing a little bit. That was another part of me not liking Jameis Winston. He was so goddamn immature. But with the Saints, the maturity at times started to come. He's still dancing around in the locker room when they beat the Bucs on one leg. They love to have fun there. But a real key piece was Mark Ingram. With him coming back, they definitely got an extra piece of energy that they really needed. Not that Latavius Murray was bad, but Mark Ingram should have never left the team. And that is big facts. Let's see here. Jameis and Meza. Okay, why do they do that? Easy start of the game at the 25-yard line and then take it out of the end zone. Unbelievable. Hey, it fucking happens, my guy. It happens. Let's see here. Don't hate on my king. All hail Daniel Jones. Come on now. You know this. They were out of gummies and I tried caps instead. I don't feel much off of the THC. You got to end up doing that. Good for you, Orion. Yay for you getting back to work. Glad to help Holly Hundo. You're awesome. I appreciate you so much. What's everyone's score predictions for the game? Steelers by a shitload. I think that's pretty much the consensus that we got. I think the Steelers should be able to beat the brakes off of them, and I'm looking for Naji Harris to give me a lot of fucking points here. Jed Lockett says, Giants fan here, got to defend Daniel Jones. He's had some injuries to himself around him and has had not consistent help from coaching or a supporting cast. I want to see him. But he's had plenty of years, Jed, to prove himself. Do you really think that you can make a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones? Realistically, he is not Eli Manning. Okay, you know what I mean? I just think that you got to move on. You know what I mean? There's going to be an opportunity for another guy that can get there, and depending on what happens with the Eagles and their 3 draft picks with Carson Wentz in the first round next year, Washington football team might still suck. next year, okay, the Giants might be able to go from worst to first if they can get a better quarterback. I don't really believe in Danny Dimes. I don't think he's horrible, but he's not consistent enough for New York Giant football standards, in my opinion, okay? He's nowhere near being a top 10 quarterback. That's facts. He never will be either. Little halfback toss there. Woo! Muth, they say. Muth. Pat Fryer Muth. I love it. I love this kid. I love this kid, man. The rookie, people love him. You know what I mean? They've been really looking for a guy. They tried to do the whole Eric Ebron thing. You know, they've had guys in the past at the tight end position. All right. But this guy might have the most potential for a tight end in the Steelers in quite some time. Elliot Evans says 28-10 Steelers. And like I said, everyone's got their opinion of certain guys like Jameis and Danny Dimes, and I try to not be biased. I try to watch film. I try to watch all the games. I try to read the articles, go to the team websites, see the chemistry with the coach and the players. I mean, I don't think he's horrible, but I'm not sure if he's a guy that can lead you to the playoffs every single year, Danny Dimes. He's just too inconsistent for me. He's got good hands. He can make the Odell Beckham grab. I mean, you know, obviously we've seen him as a receiver. He can do that. He's got some of the best wheels, right, as far as speed besides Lamar Jackson. I mean, the guy can run 20 miles an hour or faster. Once he starts getting down the field, sometimes he trips on himself and falls down. But, I mean, when he starts going, he gets into another gear. But if we're talking about a guy that you can rely on third down, red zone, be the leader, he's too soft for me. You know, I need someone that has a little bit more aura and swag about him. He just seems a little bit too quiet for me, all right? I need a leader for New York football. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Woo! What a sack lunch. Okay, no Khalil Mack tonight either. So, I mean, the Bears are definitely at a disadvantage today. So I don't hate Winston. It makes no difference to me if he's good or not. But I think a lot of people, you know, pretty much hate on Jameis, and they just assume that he's the same guy. I mean, look at the Saints' record when they had Jameis. It's not like they had 2 wins under the belt and 4 or 5 losses. They were right below Tampa Bay. They beat Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? So I definitely have to give Jameis credit, even though he's not my favorite guy. But for the Saints, I can respect him. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to be when you're not biased in football. You know what I mean? Even if it's a rival player, you know what I mean? Like, even if it was a guy that was on my team and now he's somewhere else, if he's a better person, if he's a better player, and the production is there and there's improvement, I just can't say, oh, you know, this guy sucks still. You know, that's just ignorant, okay? Facts. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Extra. Today's show is also sponsored by Elderberry Gummies. THC, CBN, CBD, eat them. 7-0 Steelers. I'm actually excited for this matchup because we saw the Bears and the Rams like around week 1, week 2, week 3 on like Sunday night, and the Rams beat the brakes off of them. This is the first time that I've gotten to watch the Steelers on prime time, and Big Ben is out there, so I am excited to be able to see Naji Harris again and also be able to see what Big Ben can do. And I believe they're on a 3-game win streak, so they win this game, 4-game win streak. That's right, below the Titans. Maybe the Steelers can find a way to get a wild card spot. I would not be surprised. Same thing goes for New England. I would not be surprised if New England ends up making the playoffs. I would not be surprised if New England makes it all the way to the AFC Championship game. I mean, if we're talking about like bubble teams that might overachieve, you know, we were all talking about the Bengals and the Ravens, you know, the Browns, the Bills, you know, the Chargers, right? But then all of a sudden, New England is starting to kind of get hot and healthy at the right time. It's anyone's guess who's going to end up being in the AFC Championship game, especially now the Bills are struggling and getting exposed with no running game. The Chiefs are nowhere near where they should be, obviously, as a championship caliber team. So there's a lot of openings that are going to be available in the AFC from now until December. And who knows what's going to happen. Whoever's the healthiest and the hottest will end up making that run. And if you go 4-0 in December, watch for that team to be able to skyrocket that momentum, just like Tampa Bay Buccaneers did. I went 4-0 in December. I predicted that last year, and they rode that wave all the way to the Super Bowl. And I do think that the NFC teams are better than the AFC this season. That is facts. The Saints are stacked. He will be gone this offseason, Orion. The Saints will let him walk. Jameis Winston. Well, obviously after the injury, they probably will be going to a different direction. I don't know about Trevor Siemian if he'll be on the team. Taysom Hill should still end up being that Swiss Army knife, so you'll have to kind of wait and see what's going to happen at that particular point. Cody Armstrong, yeah, I'm going to try to do a few of them on Tuesday and Wednesday as long as I don't have anything that comes up, through my regular full-time job or if I have anything else that comes up last minute. But I am going to try to do a few reaction videos. I'm trying to do maybe 2 or 3 on Tuesday, 2 or 3 on Wednesday, and then we got Thursday night football. If I have time to do some on Friday, even though we're transitioning into the next week, I will try. But usually Friday's kind of the turn-up day for me, to kind of relax after working so hard, throughout the week. But yeah, I will try to get a few of those out there. Even though the game was a little low scoring, yeah, I'll probably try to do the Chiefs and the Packers. Cody, Hefe in the building, Chiefs Kingdom, what to do? Gang. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Cody Armstrong, do you remember me? Of course I remember Cody. I still remember you, Elliot, my dude. We got the Bears versus the Steelers. Live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ OrionNWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. All right, boom, there's the Cash App right there. I got a COVID tested today, came up negative, so I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I feel great. Rumbling and a bumbling, David Montgomery. He's one of the top, I don't know, what would we rank David Montgomery out of all the running backs in the league? Somewhere between like 11 and 15. Sometimes he plays like a top 5 running back. Sometimes he plays like a bottom 10 running back, but most of the time he plays like a top 15 running back. I think we can pretty much agree to that, he's just outside the top 10. Because if I had to choose running backs in the league, a guy like Kareem Hunt, in my opinion, even though he's RB2 for the Browns, he might be like the 10th best running back in the league. Nick Chubb, in my opinion, is a top 5 running back, but Nick Chubb, we already know what he can do. Jonathan Taylor's fantastic. We already know about the elite guys, but some of them get hurt, so there's going to be a lot of shifting based off the rankings of the running backs. But I think David Montgomery, for the amount of opportunities that he gets with the Bears, he normally gets 15 to 20 carries, so he can usually hit 80 to 110 yards. I got to give the guy some due. When he can stay healthy, he might be a top 15 running back. Maybe not ever a top 10, but he's just on the cusp. Unless Justin Fields can get a goddamn better coach. Fields scrambling for that first down. Let's go. I know, a good start with the people in the room. Like I said, we're at, 4 more likes to 30. We're at $12 in donations so far, which is fantastic. And then, like I said, Holly Hundo with a big $100 donation in Cash App yesterday to kind of make up for me missing work today since I had to do the COVID test, since my manager, David, got COVID. Prayers up for him, his newborn, and his family. I hope to see him at work once he's better. Big facts. 7-0 Steelers. 2:55 left in the first quarter. Monday Night Football with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Let's see if Justin Fields can keep moving this goddamn football. Avoids the sack lunch. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. T.J. Watt. Where do you rank Eddie George? Hall of Famer? One of the greatest running backs alive to ever play the game. If you watched him at The Ohio State University, fantastic. When he was on the Titans with Steve McNair, must-see TV. They had Kevin Dyson. They had a nice group. They probably should have won the Super Bowl the year with the greatest show on turf. If it was just for maybe another 3 minutes left in the game, I think the Titans would have won that Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I think Eddie George and Steve McNair, highly underrated. Tip pass. Intercepted. No way. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, my. Oh, my. Is that Cameron Hayward? Oh, my. Wow. Wow. Holly Hundo, thank you. G Factor in the building. What to do? Tighten up. Yeah, Eddie George, he's phenomenal. I think the highlights that I love watching him the most was at Ohio State personally. I mean, just amazing to see. Wow, look at that. Put your hands up. Look at those mitts. Woo, baby. Cameron Hayward. I mean, I love me some Cameron Jordan, but Cameron Hayward, both of these guys are Hall of Fame players, in my opinion. I think when it's all said and done, I would be shocked if Cameron Hayward and Cameron Jordan aren't in the HOF and the Hall of Fame. Nice job, big man. That was athletic right there. Let's go. Shotgun set. Naji. Look at that. A gain of 2 turned out to be a gain of 7 or 8. That's my boy, Naji Harris. There's a reason I picked you. 2nd overall in fantasy football. It worked out. Sometimes you have to take gambles. You got to pick rookies. I tried getting Jamar Chase also, but he was already gone in the fantasy football draft. But, hey, I knew Naji was going to be the real deal Holyfield. They said, the O-line sucks, Orion. He's not going to be good. I said, bullshit. I know he's going to get a lot of opportunities, so I had to get him, and it's worked out beautifully for me this season in fantasy football. Where do I rank LaShawn McCoy? Oh, man, that's tough. LaShawn is a Hall of Fame player, obviously winning, back-to-back Super Bowls with the Chiefs and the Bucks. I saw him on Good Morning Football today. A great player, great vision. I always will picture him in a Philadelphia Eagle uniform. When I see him in Buffalo, in the snow game, and some of these other places he's played, it just looks weird to me. It's like Jerry Rice in a Seahawk uniform. It just looks weird, right? But LaShawn was always a stud. I'm not really sure if I can give you a correct ranking on LaShawn McCoy. He's borderline Hall of Fame. I'm not sure if he'll get in, but he had a hell of a career, and that's big facts. What a stop on 3rd and 1 by the Bears. Wow. T's and P's. Thoughts and prayers, baby. Yeah, I love me some Pat McAfee. I love Pat McAfee. We got the little exclusive interview deal with Aaron Rodgers. You got your boy, AJ Hawk on there. It's always entertaining. Good Morning Football, Pat McAfee Show, Northwest Sports Fanatics, the Tom Grossi. There you go. And a little bit of Perna sprinkled in Scooter Magruder. 7-0 Steelers. Come on, Naji. There we go. First down. Steelers. I imagine Perna ripped into Scooter Magruder because Perna is a Broncos guy, and then Scooter Magruder is a Cowboy guy. At one point, the game was 30-0. So I imagine Cowboys fans were in a little bit of shock, like Skip Bayless. But I still think that they will turn it around. They will still win the NFC East, and I think they could still upset teams like Tampa Bay in the playoffs. Saints, Dallas Cowboys, you lost, yesterday. You'll be able to rebound and still do some damage in the playoffs. I'm very confident of that. Jameis and Mesa. JJ Redick podcast. No, I do not listen to that. I got a lot of things on my plate, you know what I mean? I got the girlfriend, I got the puppy, I got 2 jobs, I got a lot of shit going on. I read 3 to 5 hours, 3 to 6 hours a day. I'm going to all the team websites. I'm watching film. I don't really have a whole lot of time to play video games or see my friends. I'm always just hustling and grinding. But if I ever get a chance to watch or listen to the JJ Redick podcast, I'll try to give it a listen to. G Factor, who would you compare Naji to? He seems like a little bit older of an old school running back. Yeah, that's the kind of feel I get. Kind of like a Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith hybrid type of running back. He definitely doesn't seem like a running back that played now. It's more of a guy that maybe played in the late 80s, early 90s, or late 90s, in my opinion. I feel that same kind of way. That Broncos-Cowboys game, that was crazy. That was crazy. That is big facts. Shout out to everybody in the room. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Let's take a look at the fantasy football here. I was going to suggest a good opportunity to collab with Grossi. He's doing a pregame interview before a Bucks-Packers matchup, but looks like you aren't playing each other the rest of the season. Yeah, pregame interview. Obviously, if we can end up, calling a game together and doing collab, like, when the Packers are offense, he calls the offense. When the Bucks are on offense, I call it on my end. I think that as long as he's willing to do it, it would be fantastic. But, yeah, we don't play in the regular season, but if we match up in the playoffs, which there is a good possibility that we'll play each other this year, then maybe we can get that collab this year instead of maybe waiting until next year. And that is big facts. Let me take a quick look here. All right, Naji Harris is at 9 points so far. So here's the lineup right now. Playoffs are another story. Yes, absolutely. Let's see here. So my team right now for fantasy football, I got Matthew Stafford, Naji Harris, Darrell Henderson, Devontae Adams, Hollywood Brown, Dalton Schultz, Cordarrelle Patterson. Dolphins D for 1 week because my Bucks D had a bye, and they picked up 18 points against the fucking Houston Texans. Huge. Justin Tucker at kicker, and then my bench, Patrick Mahomes, Chris Godwin, Buccaneers D, Mike Williams, Josh Jacobs, Michael Carter, Joe Burrow, and Chris Carson on IR. I feel I got the most complete team top to bottom. I have no weaknesses on my bench, and literally my bench is a whole nother fantasy football team. Laundry on the field. They're talking shit. They're talking shit out there. Let me update the scoreboard here. Feisty boys. All kinds of taunting. Kettle Cuber, I can't believe the Saints lost to the Falcons. I'm done. Dude, if you know anything about Tampa Bay, the Saints, the Falcons, and the Panthers, it happens every single year. All right, you can beat a team like Tampa Bay, then you take a team like the Falcons for granted, and then every once in a while, they'll uppercut Tampa in the jaw, they'll uppercut the Saints in the jaw, and then you just lose. And everyone wanted to bitch and complain that the wide receivers were horrible. If your corners, whether it had been Lattimore, P.J. Williams, or any of the other guys, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, if you didn't give up that big, long bomb from Matty Ice over 60 yards to Cordarrelle Patterson, you would have won the game. So I want to end these excuses of the wide receiver play. Play good defense, you would have won the game. Bottom line, 7-0 Steelers, because that's really what it would have came down to. Ooh, he was all over him. That is a felony. In all 50 states, he was mugging him, and he didn't even get a flag on that play. First down, Steelers. Deontay Johnson. You know, for a guy that had the most drops in the NFL last season, he hit the jug machine hard, put a lot of time in with Big Ben. He's really improved. Ooh, Claypool. Flag on the play. Lots of penalties, lots of laundry on the field today. Yeah, I'll have to look up JJ Redick's podcast. Is it good? I mean, obviously, if you're bringing it up in the chat, it's got to be halfway interesting if you listen to it, right? It's got to be halfway decent. Well, this week in the NFL, a lot of just crazy shit happened. The Jags beating the Bills, 9-6. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of crazy upsets. More than normal. But that's the NFL for you, and that's why we love it, right? It's so unpredictable. It's predictable to a certain degree until all of a sudden you start seeing the unpredictable happen, and you're like, what is happening today? You know what I mean? And that's why we love it, because we never know what's going to happen. In Major League Baseball, the NBA, college basketball, hockey, college football, it's more predictable. NFL, who knows what's going to happen? Throw the records out the window. Shotgun set. Pump fake. Ooh, that's a flag. That's got to be a flag, right? Well, I guess not. The throw was a little behind, but no laundry on the field. Hand off to Naji Harris and give me some more fantasy points, you dummies. Come on now. Records don't matter in the division any given Sunday unless the Lions are in your division or you're the Houston Texans. If you're the Houston Texans or the Lions, you're straight trash. But we thought that about the Jags, and they beat the Bills. So, I mean, go figure. Go figure. All right, Air Whiting. We look forward to having you back, my dude. 7-0 Steelers. Where the hell is Naji Harris? Give him the goddamn ball. Come on now. Either in the passing game or hand it off to him. He's been a top 5 running back all year. Pump fake, Big Ben. Out of the end zone. Good decision. Right into the second row. There you go. You didn't take the sack lunch. You didn't throw a pick six. All right, you didn't throw a pick six like Joe Burrow yesterday. There were some amazing defensive efforts yesterday. And, you know, obviously over the weekend. Incredible, man. 7-0 Steelers, 13:28 left in the second quarter, 3rd and goal. Your boy doesn't have COVID. I'm feeling great. I get to go back to work tomorrow. Let's go, baby. Come on now. Freiermuth. I love him at tight end. Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Naji Harris. Where are they going to go? Shotgun set on 3rd and goal. Calls timeout. Come on, Steelers. It's not like you're playing the 85 Bears with Mike Singletary and Richard fucking Dent, okay? It's not that hard. You're going against a Coach Nagy coach team, all right? They're not that good. Come on. Come on. A. Scott in the building. What to do? All right, so I did a poll today on the YouTube channel on who the best team in the league is today. And this is the results. Pretty crazy. Jameis and Meza, bang, $5 for the fun stream every time. And still celebrating the Titans' victory from yesterday. And I appreciate you coming in, because check this out. All right, and I will get into this right after this snap on 3rd and goal, okay? The disrespect for the Titans is laughable, all right? All right? 7-0 Titans, 13-28, shotgun set, trips right, 2 wide receivers to the left, 5 wide, Ben, pump fake, touchdown Steelers! Guess who? Muth! Didn't I say I think I like this guy? What did I say? Your boy's got ESP. I'm telling you, Pat Freiermuth, 4-yard TD reception. This might be their best tight end in a long, long time. He's just a rookie, all right? And yeah, you got Chase Claypool. Yeah, you got Deontay Johnson. Juju's hurt. You got Naji Harris. This guy is solid. Solid. I might have to pick him up in fantasy. I was thinking about doing it, even though I already got Dalton Schultz. All right, but this guy is really starting to get on a tear at the back end of the season. Extra point is up, and it's good. Bang, 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 bang. You ask and you shall receive. It's just weird that I have this like ESP shit, you know what I mean? I'll talk about a guy, and then all of a sudden, boom, there he is in the end zone. Pat Freiermuth. Muth. Man, unbelievable. Let's go. All right, so I did the poll. 14-0 Steelers. Who's the best team in the NFL right now? All right. I did Titans, Ravens, Cardinals, Buccaneers, or other. Right? We had 218 votes. Titans, 10%. Ravens, 6%. Cardinals, 45%. Buccaneers, 9%. And then other was 29%, which I assume are going to be Packers fans and some others. There's a lot of comments on here. We got Hybrid says Ravens are top 3. Bucks, Ravens, Cardinals. And then we got a JJ says Rams, even though they got blasted by the Titans. And then Dub Buffalo comes in there and says Bills. He said, am I allowed to say Bills? Packers with Rodgers in. YouTube GM. Hefe says Chiefs. Saints have the best defense in the NFL. Nola didn't follow the directions. I said, who's the best team in the NFL? And then Nola doesn't pay any attention to anything. He said, Saints got the best defense in the NFL. And then my comment was, best defense and lost to the Falcons, laughing emoji. And then there's like another 10 comments after that. Hilarious. Adam Baum comes in and says Rams. David Mann, Cowboys. And a lot of y'all are going with teams that fucking lost, right? We can't give credit at this point to the Titans. I mean, I know the Cardinals ended up winning without Kyler, but we're not going to acknowledge that the Titans have won like 5 straight and have beaten like 6 2020 playoff teams from last year and won against arguably the best team in football, the Rams. All right, one of the best teams in football, and you beat the brakes off of them with no King Henry. I mean, we're not gonna give them any kind of love for like 1 week. That maybe the Titans, even though they have maybe the second best record. You know, obviously we know that the Cardinals have 1 loss and they have 2, like, you know, just like the Ravens do. But we can't give the Titans love for 1 week. I guess not. You know what I mean? But, hey, I think at this point it's tough. But I'll give the Titans the love for 1 week. I mean, that was very impressive to not let alone win the game with King Henry, but to win without King Henry. I mean, who the fucking Cardinals beat? The trash Niners? I mean, they haven't been very good this season. So I'm going to do it based on what I've seen, and all these other people are trying to give credit to all these other teams that fucking lost. And they're the best team. I mean, at least Tampa Bay had a bye week. And then, you know, I still think Tampa is one of the best teams in the NFL. But we lost to the Saints the week before. I get it. But, hey, it is what it is. Jameis and Meza, tighten up 22. Bang, 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 bang. Appreciate you. Benjamin Tech, keep working hard, young man. It'll pay off. Appreciate you. Joe Andrade in the building. What to do? Go. Shake and bake. Sit down. Good defense by the Steelers. My boy Joseph Andrade. How was work today, my guy? You said bias on Tampa Bay, but ask everybody in the room. I mean, regardless if you like Tom Brady or you hate Tom Brady, we know that the Buccaneers are one of the top 3 teams in the NFL. If anyone says any otherwise, I mean, that might be biased based on their team. I mean, I still think they have the best chance out of any team in the NFC to win the Super Bowl. We have Tom Brady. We have the experience. We're getting our guys healthy. I mean, there's going to be a lot of other teams, Rodgers with the Packers, the Cowboys, the Saints, the Rams, the Cardinals. But, I mean, if it's going to be the Cardinals and the Bucks, if it's going to be Packers, Bucks, if it's going to be Rams, Bucks, Cowboys, Bucks, Saints, Bucks in the playoffs, I like my chances. And if we end up going to the Super Bowl, we ain't losing. We're going to win it again. And that's just my opinion. So you can say it's biased. All right, but I know when my team is good, and I know when my team is bad. We have the best team in football, top to bottom, talent-wise. We just need to get healthy and hot, the double H, all right? Healthy and hot. And if we do, we will win the Super Bowl again. Bucks have to be the best team in the league, and that's coming from a Packer fan. Thank you. You know what I mean? Some people just don't want to admit it, but let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Tampa has definitely got one of the best teams in the NFL. And you're not going to go undefeated. Remember that garbage statement? They said the Chiefs and the Bucks were going to go undefeated. Hilarious. Kevin to win, my Asian sensation, brother from another mother. How are you, my dude? Don't be betting the house away on these NFL picks from your boy. How are you, my guy? Hey, guy, Titans have been tested, and they're fucking good. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And if you remember, they were one of the worst teams in sack lunches last year, and that's why we criticized them. Now they're like top 5 in the league in sack lunches. You know what I mean? So if you're finding a way to get to the quarterback like Simmons is, that's the difference. No King Henry, Julio, and A.J. Brown haven't been as good, but it doesn't really matter at this point because the defense is getting to the quarterback, and that's big facts. Shotgun set, 3rd down and 9. Justin Fields running for his goddamn life. Go, go. Woo! 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 My God. Someone call 911. Jesus. Is he alive? My God. Look at this hit. Set the tone for the rest of the game. Pow! Wow. At least he got up right away. Woo-hoo! At least he got up right away. Let's go. What do I think about Jordan Love? The offensive line didn't really do a whole lot of help for Jordan Love. They got a long ways to go. If you had Jordan Love for the rest of the season, good luck. You know what I mean? Thank God you guys have Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers might be the best quarterback in the league. He's definitely one of the top guys, and there's a big difference between Rodgers, Hall of Famer, and a project QB as of Jordan Love, and that's big facts. Hey, guy, the Rams haven't beat anyone either. Joseph, my boy at work, he's a Raiders fan. He said bias on Tampa Bay. Well, if I was so biased on Tampa Bay, right, obviously I didn't know how good they were going to be last year, and they were horrible. One of the worst teams in the NFL from 2008 to 2019. And I've never said with Jameis or any other quarterbacks that I've had that we were going to go undefeated and we were going to win the Super Bowl. And even when we ended up going on our run last year, it was shocking. But anyone that knows football knows that Tampa's got the deepest wide receiving core and tight end core. You got Brady. You got a good O-line. You got good coaches. You got a good D coordinator. You got Bruce Arians. You got Todd Bowles. You got Byron Leftwich. We're going to get AB back. We're going to get Sean Murphy-Bunting back. We're going to get Carlton Davis back. Watch out. Come December, watch out. The Bucks will be here. Okay? We might not win the Super Bowl, but I have a good chance and a good feeling that we'll make the NFC Championship game again. This just depends if we're going to win it or not. It just depends on that other team. Good defense right there. Josh Long, bang, $2. Appreciate you, my guy. Hey, bud, how's it going? I'm great, man. I'm great. Oh, it was so much fun. You have 2 new trailers to do with Big Jeff. Oh, man. Yeah. Obviously missing work and having to do the COVID test, and it came up negative, thank God. But me, PJ, and Jared are negative, so we'll be there tomorrow. I don't know about John. David obviously got the COVID, so we'll have to wait and see. Look at the Rams wins. The teams are all under 500. A guy calling out the Rams. They might be slightly overrated. Sarah Small says, go Steelers. Whoever's healthy and hot at the right time. Look how far the Bengals fell in 2 weeks. Exactly. It's crazy, man. Go, Naji. There we go. Nice gain by Naji Harris. Brady leading the NFL in yards and TDs, and that defense is legit. Nobody wants to see the Bucs in the playoffs. Exactly. And for anyone that's a Brady hater, I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy's 44, and he's leading the NFL in yards and TDs. I mean, whether you hate the guy or not, that's fucking impressive. You know what I mean? That's fucking impressive. Trenton Donati in the building. What to do? We were calling the Bengals and the best team in the AFC for a week. We were. John's supposed to take a week off. I don't know. Was he going on vacation? So I don't know if he got COVID or if he was on vacation or what's going on with John. But yeah, Joe, I might need your help at work tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, me, PJ, and Jared can do the trailers, but I don't know if we'll need Jeff or Brandon's help. But hey, I mean, sometimes those trailers get pretty tough. 14-0 Steelers. Handoff. Bears defense pretty stout right there. Come on, Naji. I need another big touchdown from you today. Maybe in the second half. Yeah, we're all hoping that Holly Hundo's feeling a little bit better. 14-0 Steelers. 3rd down and 14. Pat Fryer, move with a touchdown, as well as my boy in fantasy, Naji Harris. Love him. Absolutely love him. 3rd down and 14. Big Ben trying to get one more chance to the AFC Championship game. That might be a stretch. Same thing with the Patriots. Belichick and McDaniels with Mac Jones. They want an opportunity to get there this year. And I think I like the Patriots more than the Steelers as far as where the team is right now. But, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Will the Bengals get hot again? I don't know. Will the Browns get hot? Fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's really tough to tell. The one thing that I do know is I think that the Chargers, to me, are one of the most balanced teams in the AFC. That's the team that I like the best in the AFC, as of right now. I like the Chargers a lot. Ravens definitely got to be up there, as well as the Titans. Those are probably my 3 favorite as of today. And then my sleeper team might have to be the Patriots. No one's really talking about them just yet, but I could definitely see them making the playoffs and upsetting someone. That's facts. Hey, guy, you said you did think they were competing for the playoffs by just taking away 15 of Winston's picks. I feel you've been fair about the Bucs and you've been ganged up on a lot for being a fan of them. Hey, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, dude, if you watch the channel, and I've been recording for 9 years. I've been doing YouTube for my 5th year. I always would call out my team. Honestly, my team was horrible prior to last year. For 10 years. How many of y'all could go through your favorite team being shitty for 10 years straight with no even light at the end of the tunnel? Literally, my season was over in October every year. That's depressing. You go 1-3 and 2-2 and it's over. And I'm thinking NFL draft. That's not fun. You know what I mean? And then the Ducks are starting to get good. Blazers suck. Mariners suck. My dad's Dodgers, got the pennant last year. So at least I got that joy for my dad. And I got a Rose Bowl with Herbert. But it's okay when people gang up. It's just that they don't like Brady. They don't like Gronk. They don't like AB. They just don't like the idea of Brady winning again. You know what I mean? But shit, it's like I didn't know he was going to come to my team. You know what I mean? Fuck, what am I supposed to do? Not root for him? You know what I mean? Like, I got to try to win a championship. And I didn't think I was going to win another Lombardi as a fan, ever. I thought Super Bowl 37 with Gruden, that was it. Mike Allstott, Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, Rondé Barber. I thought that was it, Thought that was it. Keenan McCardell, Keyshawn Johnson, Joe Juravicius, Michael Pittman, all right, Brad Johnson. I thought that was it. And then we found a way to be able to get Super Bowl 55 as well. And, hey, I'm trying to go back-to-back and try to get this Super Bowl 56. So we'll have to wait and see. It's in L.A. Maybe we'll get a Chargers-Rams Super Bowl. Maybe we'll end up getting another crazy opportunity for a Super Bowl. Who knows what it'll be? Maybe it'll be the Bucs and the Titans. Maybe it'll be the Bucs and someone else, the Bucs and the Bills. It's really tough to tell right now, especially – we're not even at Thanksgiving yet. We really need to see how the rest of the league flows out here in the next few weeks, and we're really going to find out how good the teams are once we get to December. Because you got to go 3-1 or 4-0 in December. If you don't, the chances of you winning the Super Bowl goes down tremendously. Hey, guy, do we have to bring up that Gruden Super Bowl? Of course, dude. That's my first one. Come on, man. You got plenty of Super Bowls with John Madden prior to that, all right? You got Super Bowls from years past. I got to have my 2 cents of fame, okay? I got to put in my 2 cents. Fields? Nice. First down, Bears. Finally. Knocks over the cameraman or the guy that has the sound The sound circle. Oh, man. Justin Fields rolling out, bootleg. What a throw. What a throw. Nice precision right there. Let's go. Yeah, she's a mod. Anyone that's got a wrench next to their name, they're a mod for the channel. So, obviously, all the support and the love and the donos and all the, everything that Holly Hundo does, not only for Grossi, but for your boy, it's very much appreciated. 14-0 Steelers. We're doing good on the likes so far. We only need 8 more to get to 40. So we might actually get to our 50 likes goal, because it's always 50 and 50. If we can always do that as a goal, and then if we surpass that, maybe 100 and 100, depending on the volume. Shout out to everybody in the room. Love you, and I appreciate you guys very much. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. And I just noticed Holly Hundo changed her picture on her profile. Shout out. Big sack lunch right there. TJ Watt. The wattage is flowing. Turn that light bulb on. He said, yes, I do. You ain't going nowhere, son. Sit down. Woo! He said, I'm not letting go. I ain't letting go to that sack lunch, baby. I'm eating all of Orion's food. Let's go. Shotgun set. Justin Fields scrambling to his right. Avoids a sack lunch. Nice. Keeping your eyes downfield. Woo! Nice. Good effort right there by the Bears. Jakeem Grant talking shit. A little short of the first down marker, but at least you're seeing a little bit of fight and heart from the Chicago Bears with their shitty coaching situation with Matt Nagy. He might be one of the worst coaches in the entire NFL. Wow. And it shows you, I think they have no Khalil Mack. There's quite a few guys that are out. I think they're out 3 starters on the defense that I saw in the pregame. But even if those guys were playing, I don't know if you're winning this game. I mean, the Bears are very inconsistent. I mean, we saw when Brady got his 600 touchdown, we beat the shit out of the Bears. Just not a good football team, period. They have some good football players, and they have some potential, but they need someone better than fucking Nagy. He is goddamn horrible. Nice Pro Bowl jersey right there. Ooh, I see you. You don't see Pro Bowl jerseys in the crowd that often. That was fire. 3rd down, 23. Fields throwing it well over the receiver's head. Cole Kmet, the intended tight end receiver, incomplete. Natural beauty with Paula. Dirty Seahawks fan here. Like Hector's friend, forget his name. Marcos Pineda, my boy. 12th man. That's my boy. I've been friends with him for a long, long time. And you get Russell Wilson back. And we're going to end up getting, Seahawks? Hopefully with Russell Wilson going against Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we missed out on Mahomes and Rodgers, and that kind of pissed me off. That could have been a classic. Still think that more than likely the Packers would have won with Rodgers, but you never know, okay, until you actually play the game with those 2 QBs going against each other, okay? But if we can get Russell Wilson back against Aaron Rodgers, that might make up for it just a little bit in my eyes. 14-0 Steelers. Damn, this game is going quick. Is it just me, or is this game going quick? It's like I haven't even had an opportunity to eat any gummies yet or really go get a refill on beer or anything. I better go get beer now, all right? Let me go grab some beer real quick. So Nagy can get the boot. He sucks. And you got the little boot emoji. I love it.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march your way right
I'm sorry, can we stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Fine, too much. What's wrong with you little? So are we doing this or what?
NWSF chain gang in the building. Beers in the building. Man, I got to watch Yellowstone this morning. Didn't get to watch it last night, but I watched it with the girlfriend. OMG. Oh, my God. Such a good show. If you watch it from the beginning, it'll make more sense. Did not get a chance to watch Dexter. We were talking about that last night in the stream. If you were looking for something to watch after Sunday Night Football, it was going to be Dexter as well as Yellowstone, and Yellowstone was a 2-hour premiere. Wow. Fucking incredible. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. Even if you really don't like cowboy shit or cowboy shows, it's more than that. It's about family. It's about the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. It's an amazing show. There's a lot of guns and shooting and just kind of craziness, loyalty, disloyalty to the family. It's an amazing show. And then tonight, what's on tonight? We got The Neighborhood, who has Schmidt from New Girl. If you guys ever watched that, that was a fantastic show back in the day, a comedy, New Girl. I love that show. But then you got Schmidt, who was on that show, who's in The Neighborhood with Cedric, which is awesome. I love watching that show. That's always funny. And it's got Pam from Martin from back in the day, Gina's best friend, as the wife to Cedric. Always a fun show there as well. And then we got 911 on tonight too, so I'm going to end up watching that. Got my Simpsons, my Bob's Burgers, my Family Guy in yesterday too. So it was a good night yesterday and a good day today, even though I wasn't able to go to work. All right, Big Ben. Little toss there. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Extra. Drink 1 or 2 or 3. Cheers. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I know I am. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys, the support that you guys give. The chat is always fun. You know what I mean? There's just certain YouTube channels that you go to, and it's just always fun. It's always entertaining. You guys always make it a blast for me every time I get to call a game. Love you. Appreciate you. All the great comments. All right, the donations, and just the support overall. Love you, and I appreciate you guys. Naji Harris with a little game. Cheers. It's not necessarily a love story. I mean, Kevin Costner is the lead in it, and there's a lot of guns and shooting and a lot of crazy shit that goes on in it. I mean, it's kind of like, if I had to compare it to something, it's like Mayans MC or, there's certain shows out there like the biker shows from back in the day. There's certain shows where you have that loyalty, kind of like a gang. It's kind of like that, but just with the Cowboys, because it's definitely one of those things where the family is very tight. Ooh. 3rd down and 2. Nice stop there by the Bears. It's like Sons of Anarchy or Mayans MC. Like Sons of Anarchy, had like kind of like the white biker gang, and then Mayans MC was kind of like the Mexican, the Latino biker gang, and then obviously with Yellowstone, it's kind of like the Cowboys, but they're like kind of a gang, with the way that they protect each other and the family. It's pretty cool, man. It's a lot better than people think if you've never seen it. It's that good. It's seriously, you know what I mean? It's like when people told me about True Blood. It's like, you don't have to like vampires, to like True Blood. And then I was hooked. As soon as I started watching True Blood, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching this. You just want to be entertained. It's got to have a good story. You got to have you got to fall in love with the characters and whatnot. But yeah, if you haven't seen Yellowstone, you got to do it. We freaking fracking love you, my dude. Appreciate you. A nice little Grossi reference there. Yeah, Yellowstone is amazing. It's so good. Especially this episode, the 2-hour premiere. The first 10 minutes in this debut episode, wow. Incredible. Incredible. That's all I got to say. 1st down and 10, 14-0 Steelers. Montgomery out of the Wildcat. Nice gain. Gain of about 7 or 8. Let him know, Hollyundo. Reports that OBJ wants to go to Seattle, Niners, or Saints. Last time I heard, it sounded like Seattle was the front runner. But it all depends on if anyone claims him. And then if he gets claimed by a shitty team, then supposedly he's not going to play, and he might end up being a distraction. So I don't know if you want that. He's kind of always been a distraction in my eyes. He's a little overrated to me. He's more of a name rather than a guy that produces, week in and week out. He's injury prone, and he's not as good as he used to be. Probably not really worth the money, right? But if he doesn't get claimed, then he has his choice to go wherever he wants, and then he wants to go to a contender. So that means a playoff team. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. Yeah, Holly Hundo, man, I'm telling you. And you don't have to really be in love with Kevin Costner. He's not necessarily one of my favorite actors of all time, but he's reinvented himself with this show. And I think it's the third or fourth season, and I've watched a majority of everything that he's put out there. And, you'll fall in love with the characters, too. You got Kevin Costner, you got Rip. A lot of these guys, it's just very cutthroat, out there. And it kind of shows you the life when you're out there in the middle of nowhere, and there's not really maybe as much policing out there. There's a lot of bodies and a lot of things that get kind of covered up out there in that particular story and show. Wow, what a stop on 3rd and 1. Fuck yeah, Rip is a stud. Damn right, Josh Long. Yeah, Josh Allen. Not that Josh Allen, the other Josh Allen. Woo! Ran right into his own guy right there. Both defenses are really stout on 3rd down and short. 4th down and 1. If anyone needs this, it's the Bears. Oh, nice hard count right there by Justin Fields. Oh, my. Have the discipline. You lack discipline, Orion. You lack the discipline. Oh, come on, Steelers. Nice hard count by Fields. Encroachment. First down. Bears. Well, they got real antsy right there. Well, Cameron Hayward already had an interception. So, he's living on cloud 9 right now. He was just like, fuck it, I'm trying to get a sack lunch. I want all the stats today. Okay? Calm down, my guy. You already had your moment on ESPN. Big momentum shifting play, possibly. Fields, get rid of it. Go. Just run it, baby. There you go. Smart move going out of bounds. You would have got fucking blasted. Good decision right there. Let's see if the Bears can get at least a field goal before the half to at least have it be somewhat close. We know the Steelers are going to win the game, but I still want the Bears to fight. When we watch football, I don't want to see blowouts. I want to see at least the other team fight and play with some pride. If you know you're going to lose, at least try to put up as much as you can. Easier said than done, I know. All right, come on, Fields. Shotgun set. Oh, no, that was a Wildcat. Montgomery. Wow. 2-minute warning. I said the Bears have a little bit of a pulse. A slight pulse. Not too much, though. All right, let me take a look at my fantasy here real quick. We'll see what Naji has. 7 more likes to 40. We're at 1898. Not bad. All right, so we 2 more cents to 19. So $1.02 to get to 20 before halftime. Let's take a look. What are we at? Naji Harris still at 9.8, 38 yards and a tutty. I want him to get at least, hopefully another 40 to 60 yards and another tutty if possible. He's been scoring 20 points or more at pretty much every game, so let's go. Yeah, and like I said, if it wasn't for maybe last season, most of the time, with my girlfriend, we'll have certain shows that we'll watch, or it'll be shows that she's already watching. So it'll be like Grey's Anatomy or The Good Doctor or, Law and Order SVU, some of these shows that maybe I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way and watch, but we'll try to watch shows together. There's shows that we watch separate, but then if we watch shows together, then I get invested in it, and I'm like, wow, This is a lot better. And anytime people are judgmental about a show like True Blood because of the vampires, or Yellowstone because it's like cowboy shit, like, I don't want to watch no cowboy show. But it's more than just the cowboy show. It's what's going on in the show that makes it so exciting. Lots of crime, cover up, a lot of shootings, a lot of kind of, because the whole premise of the show, is obviously they have the Dutton Ranch, and they're trying to have these other Indians and other companies come in and buy out their property that they've had in their family for generations and generations. So they're trying to buy some of the acres out to end up putting in like a casino and other things that are in that property. So they could end up getting like $500 million, but they don't want the money. They want to be able to pass down the land that's been in their family for, like 100 years or more, which I get. I mean, if you had that Yellowstone area land, it's some of the most beautiful area in the world, in the United States, that you could own. And the way that they show the visuals in the show, it's very beautiful. They show winter with the snow, and then they show it in spring. It's just crazy to see with all the horses and just the land. It's really beautiful out there, the way that they filmed the show. That's definitely want to visit there sometime. 14-0 Steelers. Your boy likes a little bit of everything. A little bit of sports, a little bit of history, discovery, and a lot of shows that maybe people wouldn't think I necessarily watch. I like to give everything a fair shot. No bias. 1:45 left in the second quarter. The flow of the game has been going very fast. Feel like, like the game has just started, and I know it's second quarter, almost halftime, but I don't know. It just seems like, I haven't really been recording that long. Maybe I'm just having such a good time with you guys. Woo. What a fucking pancake right there. Chicago Fire. I haven't watched that, but I've heard things. But like one of my ultimate favorite shows, we talked about it last night. Obviously, we know that we have Yellowstone that just debuted a 2-hour show debut, 2 episodes, hour each. Right? This actually 2-hour set was like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So it was almost 3 hours long, which was awesome. Dexter debut. Don't spoil it for me because I didn't watch any of it yet. And I think they're going to do a 10-episode run of Dexter. And that was one of my favorite shows with like Game of Thrones and True Blood. But another show that's amazing that we talked about Holly Hundo last night is Blacklist. Reddington. God, if you have not seen Blacklist and James Spader, that might be the best actor on planet Earth. Raymond Reddington and James Spader, oh my God. If you want FBI and killing and just crime and just suspense, I'm not sure if there's a better show on TV than The Blacklist. That is phenomenal. And you got to watch it from the very beginning. There'll be times where I'll watch Blacklist for 8 hours straight. And I'm not even joking. And I'm just like locked and loaded watching it, just enjoying every minute of it. Such an amazing show. Oh, baby! Wow! First down, Bears. Cole Kmet. He got slapped in the back of the head right there at the end, but still found a way to hang on to the football. What a throw by Justin Fields. What a catch by Cole Kmet. Let's go. It looks like they might get at least a touchdown, and we'll have ourselves a little bit of a game. Man, Blacklist. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a little bit older. You know what I mean? I'm 39. I know I don't look 39, but I don't feel like I'm an old fogey or anything. It's like some of us on YouTube are, in our 30s or our 40s or whatever. But I don't think Blacklist is like a show that an 18-year-old can't get into or a 25-year-old can't get into. If you like FBI, you like guns, you like crime, you like seeing people get blasted, a lot of deception and computer hacking and just kind of crazy things that are happening with crime around the world, the Blacklist is for you. And if you haven't watched it, watch it from the very beginning. You are not old, Orion, thank you. I feel young. Even though I'm 39, I feel like I'm 19. I feel I'm very young at heart. All right, come on, Bears. Let's get a tutty. Let's make this a game. Time to make it a game. It's time to play the game. It's time to play it. DX, Triple H. Let's go. 14-0 Steelers. Just had like a DX flashback with Triple H there. With the water. Triple H, one of the best heels in wrestling of all time. 14-0 Steelers. Come on now. Let's go, Bears. Historical dramas and thrillers. Yep, I watch those too, Jameis and Mesa. I like more like Wicked Tuna. I like watching like the fish shows, like Wicked Tuna Outer Banks. I watch those. I do watch like the Moonshiners and the Gold Rush too. But then also I'll watch like Alaskan Bush People, Life Below Zero. I like watching stuff on like History and Discovery where they're out in the middle of nowhere and they are like self-sufficient and they have to like hunt for their food and, shoot, like moose or, get fish and just like live on their own off the grid. I love that shit. I think I just like snow programs. So whenever I see the visuals of people out in Alaska or like, maybe towards like the Arctic Circle, that shit is just very interesting to me. Like, I don't know if I would ever be able to have the strength mentally and physically to do that type of living, but I respect the hell out of those people and those shows. Life Below Zero is one of my favorites. 14-0, Steelers. Shotgun set, Fields. Wide open. Oh, he dropped it. What happened to my hands? Oh, he almost had it. Oh, no. Jimmy fucking Graham. Oh, my God. Oh, God, talk about a guy's career that just went down the tubes. Oh, my. I mean, he just had it on the tip. Just the tip. Oh. Oh. Oh, almost Jimmy. Yeah, Pyro, that's facts. That's facts. Come on, Bears. I need more than a field goal. Come on, Fields. Come on, Justin. Oh, flag on the play. It's dead, it's dead, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Natural beauty with Paula. See, I knew we had something in common. So I grew up in Alaska. I've had a couple friends that grew up in Alaska and then moved here to Oregon or Seattle, the Northwest. Just like Paula in Seattle. Larry Boron, the moron. What are you doing? You're not helping Justin Fields out, my guy. God damn it. Another false start. What happened to my hands? Ice Road Truckers. Yeah, but I like to show my versatility. That's why I like to let you guys know, what I am as a person, who I am. You know what I mean? It's not just sports. I'm far beyond that. Fields, floater, incomplete. I mean, I like to read a lot too, and that's something that not a lot of people like to do nowadays, like read books or read articles on your phone or magazines and stuff. Like, I'm really a reader, and I think that's really what separates me from a lot of people out there too. It's kind of a lost art, you know what I mean? Reading a book or just reading in general. I mean, I love movies and I love TV, don't get me wrong, but you'll be surprised on how smart you can get, and how well-rounded you could be as a human being on this planet Earth if you read. All right, field goal attempt, 30-yarder. At least make this, please. Field goal's up, and it's good. There we go. Cairo Santos with the field goal. Should have been 7. Hey, but I'll take 14-3 rather than 14-0. Storage Wars, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. You know what I mean? There's certain shows that I watch too. I'm a collector. You know what I mean? I'm a collector, so like my dad does like furniture and like he does like Dodgers memorabilia. He looks for like contemporary. He looks for certain things that are kind of rare, garage sales, and he's a picker, like American Pickers. I love that show. I watch that as well, and I'm a picker myself. I do toys, sports cards, memorabilia. I'm always looking for those like kind of rare items as well, and I like to hand pick it myself. I don't want to just get it on Amazon. Sometimes you have to get things on eBay because they're just rare. You know what I mean? But I would rather go into a store and hand pick things. Like when Toys R Us was available before it went out of business, that was my favorite place to go as a toy collector because I could find sport toys there, McFarlane's, I could find Star Wars, Walking Dead, I could find Ninja Turtles. I could find a little bit of everything there. Wrestling figures. I'm a big toy collector, and I've been collecting since, 85, since I was like 3. And most of my collection is still in the package. I got like 20 or 30 moving boxes full to the brim, of just toys that are still in the package. Wrestling rings, accessories, figures, all kinds of stuff like that. And I love going into Toys R Us and hand picking and looking through the items that they had there in Target, Kmart, but a lot of these places don't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Bezos and Amazon. You just wiped out my childhood with Toys R Us. Thanks a lot. 14-3 Steelers at halftime. Oh, yeah, He-Man, Skeletor. I had a Skeletor figure when I was a kid with a squishy head. I looked it up online. I think it's worth like $600 now. But obviously, it's like I don't have it in the original packaging. But I have a lot of Hot Wheels from when I was a kid. A lot of them are like $200, $300, $400, even out of the package. Like, yeah, I mean, like I had a lot of He-Man, Skeletor, Ghostbusters, Transformers, G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe. I mean, anything from like the 80s. You have no idea how much those toys are worth now. Star Wars, Transformers, Turtles, G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, He-Man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy on how collectible that stuff is. And, yeah, I absolutely love that type of stuff. Yes, for sure. Yeah, and I remember, like, I would see kids with like a toy that I wanted, and then the mom or dad would be like, no, Johnny, you can't have that. And they would just slam the toy on the ground. I literally would like lose my shit, where it's like, I can't RKO a kid, at fucking, it's not my child, and let alone if it was, I can't RKO anyone. But I'm like, my God, you know what I mean? Just like, you just had a toy that was like a super rare one worth maybe like $50. They're selling it for like 10. That could have been mine. And then you had it in your hands and you just spiked it on the ground. You Gronk spiked it. And then boom, the toy now is useless and it's worthless now. There's so many times where I got so mad. I was like, oh man, if I would have got there 5 minutes earlier, I could have got that collectible. But I guess that's what it's like to be at a toy store. You get these kids that are spoiled and they just don't get what they want and they just throw a fit and just, But I've gotten some really good collectibles over the years, too. Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake, Smurfs. Yes, the memories. I mean, and like my favorite cartoons back in the day that really shaped me, too. Transformers, 1984, G.I. Joe, 1985, Ninja Turtles, 88, 89. I mean, to me, those are the three best cartoons in my era. I mean, a little bit older, they had X-Men, like in the early 90s, Batman. There was some good ones there, but nothing compares to the Turtles. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, and then the movies obviously were awesome. And then you had Transformers, which was incredible. It led to all the different movies and the toy lines that we see today. You can see them on YouTube now, as well as Yo Joe, G.I. Joe. That was a fun time for me as well. Yeah, American Pickers is great.
Hey, USA, it's Rocky again, and I'm here with my man Frank. Frank, say hi. Hi. Frank was in the Army, and he's been enjoying
Nola in the building. What to do? Dylan Rona in the building. Josh Long in the building. Pyro in the building. More than meets the eye. Man, those toys are worth a lot. Even if you get some of those toys that aren't, from the 80s, like the ones that were made from the movies, like Dark Side of the Moon, those are still worth money. The ones that were made from like 2000 to, 2020, like if you have toys in that era, eventually those will be considered vintage in a few years from now. So, I mean, I have a bunch of, one of these days I'll end up doing like a toy show because I can end up having, I'm almost like, like the famous movie with Steve Carell, you know what I mean? That could be me, with the toy collection, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if I could really get to a point where I could sell my toys, but, I got the collection just like him. That's big facts. Matt Payton all the way from Hawaii, the 40-year-old virgin. You guys remember watching that movie, that toy collection that he had? That's literally me, you know what I mean? He might have had some of the more high-end, expensive ones, but I might have beat him in the volume. But yeah, it's like when I saw that movie, I was like, dude, besides like the virgin part, I was like, dude, this guy's me. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's got a lot of the same interests, with the video games and the toys. Like, don't open the toy, don't touch it. Like that's me, you know what I mean? Because it's all about condition. It's all about condition. You can have a $10 figure, but if it's mint condition, someone will pay you $60 for it. Like people don't understand that, Gargoyles. Yeah, I think that's on Disney. Gargoyles, because I think I ended up going on Disney Plus when it first came out, and Gargoyles was on there, and I was like, oh shit, memories, man, a lot of memories. I saw a lot of G.I. Joe's BB gun to death. Yeah, those are worth a lot of money though. People would be surprised on how much those G.I. Joes are worth from the 80s. I mean, we're talking hundreds to thousands of dollars. You know, if I could go back in time, you best believe I would have bought all the Star Wars, all the Ninja Turtles, all the Star Wars, all the G.I. Joes, all the Transformers, all that. Rogers. Jordan Love to Randall Cobb. Mahomes. Tyreek with the big first down. 13-7. Chiefs. I still think the Chiefs have a good shot to make the playoffs. I don't really give a crap what anyone says. Still have a chance. Woo! Tim Patrick, touchdown, Broncos. Yeah, Dak might still be hurt. At one point, that game was 30-0. Unbelievable week, man. All these playoff teams losing, just nuts. Josh Allen, what are you doing? How the hell did the Jags beat the Bills? Incredible. How did the Giants beat the Raiders? I think there was more upsets this weekend than I ever remember seeing, like ever, in a weekend. G-Man. Love me some Chris Berman. When him and Tom Jackson were doing it together, they were the best. Woo! Look at that one-handed grab. My God. Nice. Adam Thielen. And here's my boy in fantasy, Justin Tucker. You know it's automatic. It's good. Arguably the best kicker of all time. All right, there's a couple other guys out there. All right. You know who I'm talking about. Adam Vinatieri. Hey, but Justin Tucker's right there with him. Denzel Ward, pick 6 off Joe Burrow. Bengals were one of the best teams in the NFL, and now they just look average. Wow. The Bengals, who are you? Are you a good team or are you a bad team? I have no idea. No Kyler, no problem. Colt McCoy, this is embarrassing if you're a Niner fan. James the Terminator Conner. Rumbling and a bumbling, touchdown, Cardinals. Cardinals have an excellent shot to get to the NFC Championship game. Oh, here's my boy, Justin Herbert. Woo! The best young quarterback in the NFL, Justin Herbert. Come at me if you don't think so. Telling you. Field goal up, and it's good. Let's go. Uh-oh, Sam Darnold. It's Justin Wills. I told you when you went 3-0 and you kept saying you're the best team in the NFL. How's that working out for you? Not looking good. 4-5 record since. Wow. Miami Dolphins. I mean, you should have beat the goddamn Texans, dude. I got a lot of points in fantasy from that. Uh-oh, Saints fans, close your eyes. There we go. Kenny Stills with the touchdown, and everyone told me their wide receivers suck. No, what sucks is this. How do you give up that? How do you give up that? Are you kidding me? You don't give up that. They don't get coup with the field goal, and you win. Wow. Excuses, excuses. You know what I mean? All you got to do is just hold on that last play. But to be honest, Cordarrelle Patterson has been unstoppable this season. I got him in fantasy as my flex. Might be the biggest pickup I've had all year. He scores 18 to 25 every week. You know, if you stop him on that play, Saints win. And you don't have that conversation. So, I don't know. He hasn't been in the building for a while, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, he would come in the building. He would be hitting on everybody, including you, Holly Hundo, trying to get numbers, trying to get sympathy, saying crazy things about the Panthers, and I don't know. I know Sarah Small and a lot of the mods put him timeout over and over and over and over and over again. Will we see him again? I'm not too sure. Probably, but we might have to wait until they start winning again. Pop rocks. Oh, man. See, I'll bring you back to the 80s and 90s. I'm an 80s baby, so I was born in 82, but a lot of my memories start from like 85. Even though I was 3, I mean, I remember a lot of those things that I used to watch. Like, I remember watching Transformers, the cartoon, even at 3 years old, believe it or not. Mesa was born in 79. So many great childhood memories in the 80s, facts. So you're only 3 years older than me, so you're right there with me, my guy. Yeah, Justin Herbert, that's my boy, dude. That is my boy. Justin Herbert's my boy. Justin Wills, I don't know. I don't know what Justin Wills is up to. He might show up at some point, but we'll have to kind of monitor him and what he says. Biggest Nagy I've taken in a while. I don't know if that means shit, but I would assume that's what you're meaning, Air Whitey. Maybe the Braves rubbed off on the Falcons. Maybe. But like I said, it's just like, you know, when you're a team in the NFC South or you're playing in the division, The Broncos, the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Chargers, anyone can beat anyone, just like the Saints and the Bucks and the Panthers and the Falcons. Yeah, the Saints and Bucks might be the best teams in the division, but that doesn't mean that the Falcons and Panthers can't punch you in the mouth and win once in a while. That's what makes football fun. So my friend and I were talking, Cordarrelle Patterson is having his best year. What a fit there. Patterson's dangerous with the ball. Yeah, and who would have thought? Because they had Mike Davis, right, that was on the Panthers, who stepped in for Run CMC. We thought that was going to be the guy. And then I found a way to get Cordarrelle Patterson on the wire, and I had Mike Williams on the wire, and he was doing pretty good for a while, but he kind of fell off. But I think Cordarrelle Patterson might have been the biggest wire pickup in fantasy this year, and thank God I was able to get him. Fraggle Rock. Oh, my God. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts, dude. You guys are nuts. So many shows from the 80s, the cartoons, man. You guys are nuts, dude. So many memories of toys and, oh, man. Thundercats. I mean, gosh, so many things. Care Bears, DuckTales, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Smurfs, Transformers, Super Ted, Thundercats. Oh, my God. My God. Inspector Gadget. Do, 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 do. Oh, man. Inspector Gadget. Do, 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 do. Man, that's nuts. 83 to 86. Gem and the Holograms. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Gem and the Holograms. Gummy Bears. Banana Man. Count Duckula. A pup named Scooby-Doo. Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. I remember that. The Snorks. He-Man. Masters of the Universe. Danger Mouse. The Trapdoor. Oh, man. Thundercats. Mysterious Cities of Gold. Care Bears. Super Ted. Transformers, Smurfs, Turtles, DuckTales. Woo! Man. Oh. It's just crazy when you even just hear the name. Like, I can picture myself on the floor, you know what I mean, eating cereal in a simpler time. You know what I mean? Like, what was for dinner? You know what I mean? And, you know, what am I playing with toy-wise? What video games am I playing with? What wrestlers am I playing with the wrestling ring? And what cartoons am I watching? Man, Ghostbusters, yes. Dude, the Ghostbuster toy line was amazing, too. I used to have a few of those figures as well. Man. Big Jeff was really hungry last night because he wanted to eat a lot of sack lunches, yes. So it's so funny. We're all roughly in the same age range, the millennials, and what's the generation after that? Yeah. I mean, if you grew up in the 70s, the 80s, you know, you kind of understand. I mean, obviously the 90s babies to a certain degree as well, and then you get the people that were born in like the 2000s. Nothing wrong with that, but Fruit Loops, Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Man, that just put me in a good mood. You know what I mean? That just put me in a good mood. Sometimes I'll go on YouTube and I'll go and watch Transformers, you know, or G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, just to kind of go back to my childhood for a little bit. Feels good, man, you know, just to go back to that simpler time. Yeah, and if you go back on YouTube, you can watch and compare some of the cartoons, you know, that are out now compared to back then. I mean, obviously Simpsons is goated, you know what I mean? You got Rick and Morty, but if you go back, gosh, I mean, it's just amazing to see the sound effects and how those cartoons still hold up to this day. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, all from the 80s. Watch them. They still hold up to this day. 6th season, yo, what to do? 14-3, Steelers. Let's go. Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. Man. 14-3 Steelers. We got 4 more likes to get to 40. We're off to a good start on the likes, for sure. 1898 in donos so far. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys very, very much. It's been a fun stream. It's always fun. You know, and you're always going to get a little bit more than just football. What are you looking for? What?
Penalties, especially on the offensive end, really hurting the Bears.
How many have you had? One?
Roethlisberger goes empty out of the gun. It's Naji Harris.
Oh, does it?
Finally a screen.
Probably from the sandwich? Okay.
Play from scrimmage. Got to Deontay Johnson. Nothing doing there.
My Saints should tank if we don't get Odell. Well, you're going to get the sixth season, just as your name, six, right? Just like Drake from the 6, Canada, all right? They're going to make the playoffs. There will be the 6th seed. So, yeah, there's no tanking for the Saints. You guys you have too much, discipline most of the time, and you have too much heart just to lay down and quit. I'm a Bucs fan, and I even know that. Come on, man. Tighten up 22. My dad used to record NFL games on VHS tapes. That's how I learned a lot about the NFL over the years. I have NHL tapes, NHL, NFL, NCAA football. I mean, I got college football games, wrestling tapes. I got all kinds of shit on VHS still. Like, no lie, no cap. I mean, obviously everything now is on YouTube or it's like digital or like DVDs. But, yeah, for us old timers, there was a thing called a VHS. And, Blockbuster Video was an amazing place. 14-3. Hand off to Naji Harris. Kiss, Duran, Foreigner, Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, Flock of Seagulls. Oh, man. See what you're doing right now? So you're bringing everyone back. Like some of the people in the room, like we're on point together, and then everyone else is lost. They have no idea what we're talking about, but it's okay. You know what I mean? For us that are a little bit older, that's our way of kind of connecting with each other in the chat. And just even saying a name, sometimes I can have a smell like associated with it or a vision or a memory, of something that I ate cereal-wise or a cartoon or a memory just, sitting down on the floor playing with my toys, watching those cartoons. Good times, man. Ooh, big hit. Big hit on Naji Harris. Jesus. He said, what about the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC? Well, if you're going to name those two, you got to name 98 Degrees with that as well. You can't leave them out. I'm very well-rounded, okay? I do a lot of reading. I watch a lot of shows. I listen to a lot of music. I eat a lot of food. I'm a foodie, okay? I don't discriminate. I never play a hate. I never discriminate. I always congratulate. Bang, 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 bang. Appreciate you. $19.89. Thanks for the trip down memory lane. I got caught up in the moment. That's what this show is about. Just like in Grossi, it's more than just, football. You're going to get life and music and TV shows and memories of our childhood or when we're younger. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. There we go. Gang. $38.87 and 36 likes. Thank you so much, Holly Hundo. It's nice to go down memory lane because sometimes I'll do it with my friends as well. Like we'll just name drop wrestlers or NBA players or NFL players. And a lot of times people can do like 5 or 10. But me and my buddies like Swaggy P, like Preston, we can go like 50 or 60 deep. And it's like those memories that you have of those like jobber players, those mediocre to bad players, or just those like obscure names or things that you remember. That's really what makes things special, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s. That's facts. Nice punt right there. As we're going to commercial break, I'm going down memory lane. God, it feels good. 14-3, Steelers. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Of course, man, I'm a Northwest Sports Fanatics, dude. Baseball, basketball, football, college basketball, AEW, WWE, WCW, ECW, WWF, NJPW. All right, come on, man. I got a lot of time on my hands. In 24 hours, everyone's got the same amount of time. But when people say I don't have time, sometimes that's true. But, a lot of times people are sitting on the couch. They're sitting in bed. They're scrolling on their phone, looking at absolutely nothing. Instagram feed, you've already looked at it 20 times, refreshing it over and over. Twitter feed, same thing. Facebook feed with a bunch of just like political garbage or COVID yes, COVID no. At some point, you got to get out there and do things. You know what I mean? You got to go out there and experience life. You know what I mean? Watch some different TV shows. Go out and try new foods. You know what I mean? Try to meet up with friends and, experience things. Travel. You know what I mean? You just can't be doing the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? But yeah, I keep tabs on a lot of different things. That's big facts. He said Westlife. Oh, man. Westlife, 98 degrees. Let's go. Man. So we all should do Oregon throwback games from Harrington to DeAnthony Thomas to Mariota to Michael James. Yeah, at some point, we'll be able to maybe do a show where we can all link to a YouTube link and watch something together. It'd be really cool. As I get more established and I have more fans and more Fanatic family members, where we can actually do something like a movie night or just do something where we can all watch like a TV show or watch something that's, big at the time together. I always wanted to do something like that. Like if Game of Thrones was still going on, that would be something really cool to do together. You know what I mean? As long as it's something that everyone has, HBO, or where we can actually do something like that. Maybe sports or something even non-sports. 90s was the best. I think 80s were the best, but the 90s was pretty damn close. Air Whitey, if the Celtics trade Jaylen Brown, one of the best wings in the NBA, for Ben Simmons, I'm going to be pissed. I would be pissed too. Ben Simmons is, they kept saying Ben Simmons for Dame, and that's laughable. I mean, Dame Dalla is my guy. Hell no, we don't want Ben Simmons. And if you lose Jaylen Brown, you're losing that trade. Favorite Nick Show games, Double Dare. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're bringing me back, dude. You're bringing me back. So this is a good stream to watch when you're busy, not going to lie. 14-3 Steelers. I think the stream is always good. I mean, I don't think I've ever really had a bad stream. I mean, regardless if there's 5 people in the room or 500, I mean, it's always entertaining. You always have interesting people of all ages, of all races in the room. We all love football and sports. That's why we come together. But then we can kind of share some of our other personal things about our lives that we like. And sometimes we'll go back in time, and it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. You can't do that on television on Nickelodeon. Oh, getting slimed. Man, Star Search? What you know about Star Search? Remember that, Holly? Oh, man. Star Search. Oh, man. Before American Idol, there was Star Search. Oh, my. Oh, my. Silent Library. Oh, my. Yeah, I thought the Steelers would be up by a little more, but credit the Bears defense for being a little stout, and obviously the ball control with Fields on that last drive. Anthony Ramirez, Raiders in the building. Yeah, I can't believe that you guys ended up losing that matchup, but I still think that the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Chargers, it's going to be very interesting, to be able to see how that plays out. And I think right now I probably got to go with the Chargers and the Chiefs, even though the Chiefs still have some things to figure out. Fields scrambling to his left, flick of the wrist. First down, Bears. I like seeing that. Air Whitey, he says, I love Grossi. Don't get me wrong, but Orion just hits different. He's a little bit younger than me. I'm a little bit older. And obviously each stream is going to have special things for it that you're going to like, but that means a lot. Thank you so much, man. All I'm trying to do is just work hard, and get on that type of level, and hopefully YouTube will stop hating and I can still get more people to get my notifications. And that way we can grow the Fanatic family to a bigger audience, I'm not quitting anytime soon, so... I just want to be able to share my community with more people, because I think that, if once someone comes in the room and watches one show, they're going to be a member of the Fanatic family. It's like, I don't think I've had too many people that have hopped in a room and they're like, no, this isn't for me. You know what I mean? I imagine that's probably happened, but I mean, a lot of people are lifers on the channel, and it means a lot. And I know Tom's got the same type of people that are going to be lifers for him too. He does a great job. 14-3 Steelers. Play action fake. Fields. Going long. Going deep. Wide open. Go, go. Oh, he dropped it, though. Are they going to say it's a catch? Oh, my. First down, Bears. Is it going to be reviewed? Is that Mooney? Who is this? Woo! Look at the speed. Oh, I don't know if that's a catch, though. Is that a catch, guys? I mean, he has it. Kind of moving around, and then he doesn't really complete the catch. That's a good win. So anytime it's someone, I'm like, is that Goodwin? Is it Mooney? I think that might be incomplete. Damn it. That was the big play the Bears needed. Man. Yeah. I appreciate that too. Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you have someone that's going to have 2,000 to 8,000 in the room, and there's a smaller venue, you can kind of communicate a little bit more. And obviously, I try to acknowledge everyone, and I'm going to try to do that forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never. Sometimes people might get mad that like I'm behind in the chat, and I'm trying to be current. With people that are commenting, but I don't like leaving people out. I want to make sure that everyone feels special and everyone feels important, and I don't want to skip anyone. And I think that's why people like this channel as well, because, I really do appreciate everyone that comes in the room, that smashes the like button, that donates, that has great conversation, and that's facts. Star Search, hosted by Ed McMahon. Wow. Raiders news is a shitstorm now. I feel so bad for their fans. Yeah, and then obviously we saw Arnett, from Ohio State threatening, to kill somebody. Can't be doing that, regardless if it's on like Instagram stream or Insta Live or on Twitter or Facebook. Man, come on, dude. That draft, it shows you the Raiders. Raiders. With Gruden and Mayock. They could have had Devin White. They could have had some better players instead of Cleveland Farrell. But, hey, maybe they can learn from this moving forward. Kaylee in the building. What a deal. Yeah, and that's weird, too, because people, if I have over 20,000 people, 20,000 plus, right? And, you can subscribe to a channel. You can get all notifications. There's like a different parameter when you hit the bell to get like some of the notifications or all the notifications, right? I know a lot of the fans tell me and like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, like, bro, like I don't even get your notifications. Like, so I don't know what it is, because the more people that I get, right, the more money that I can make. And then on top of that, that's more money that YouTube can make, because they're going to take a portion of that, right? And then I can grow the fan base. So it just doesn't make any sense why other people are growing so much and they're just putting like a clamp on me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, you know what I mean? But all I got to do is just keep working hard, do some collabs, and then hopefully I can get some new fans, to join the channel, and then I can get those people to consistently come in the room. And then that way we can end up having like 50 or 100 in the room at all times. I know we'll get there at some point, but it's just wild to me that I can have over 20,000 and usually I'll have less than 100 people in the room. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, but it's definitely in one of those things that motivates me. It doesn't get me depressed, but it's just very confusing to me compared to the other YouTube channels that are out there, and that is facts. Pyro, A-Team, Airwolf, Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff, the great American hero. Oh my. Grossi versus Orion versus Urinating Tree versus Scooter Magruder versus 5 Point Vids versus Brandon Perna in a bench press competition. Fields. Woo! What a catch. First down, Bears, Cole Kmet. But you know what? Everyone's journey is different. And like I said, I can't let it get me discouraged. I won't lie, it did get me discouraged in the past. The views and the subs, and I just didn't understand. But it just makes me work harder. And like I said, I've been blessed, from amazing people like Holly Hundo, Air Whitey, and a lot of you others. Oh, David Montgomery almost getting in for the tutty. So it's all worth it. Kaylee as well, appreciate you. Perna would win the biggest hair. Yeah, his hair is wild. Anytime I tune in to like GPS or just him doing his own show, man, his hair is everywhere. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's combed, sometimes it's not, but he always brings it. He's got a fantastic show too. That's facts. Orion has that energy that resonates. That's one thing I think that I have more than anyone. My energy is relentless. Like I got the knowledge too. All right, I got the voice, but my energy I feel is top notch. It doesn't go away. Oh, baby! Touchdown Bears! Jimmy Graham? But we have a flag on the play, and of course it's on the Bears for offensive holding, more than likely. Damn it! He said, I got that crackhead energy without the crack. Man. I appreciate that. You know, that's what a lot of people say. Like, dude, your energy is nuts, dude. But it's just that passion that I have. It's that passion that I have. And, you know, and obviously with the knowledge, you know, I take a lot of time and pride of not being biased and knowing everything. Like, you know how hard it is to know every name of every player on every team in the NFL, every backup, every coach, like every coordinator, I mean, and not have bias? I mean, it's really tough. But I think that's what really separates me from everyone else. Fields, scrambling, gambling. Ooh, shit, he got clamped up. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Hopefully he's okay right there. He got folded up like a lawn chair on a barbecue in summertime. Wow. Hopefully he's okay. He's like, God damn it, my back hurts. I'm going to see the chiropractor after that one. Holly Hundo, you might have a reference for Fields after that one. Man. Shit, I might need to go see a chiropractor after that one. That fucking made my back hurt just looking at that. Ooh. Jesus. I got lower back pain just looking at that fucking hit. Steelers fans getting fucking rowdy. 3rd down and goal. Come on, Bears. Come on now. What was that? Oh, my. Oh, I was going to say, what the hell was that screen pass? But they almost got a tutty off of it. Wow. Crackhead energy without the crack, baby. Man. It's like Nagy with the play calling, man. It's like sometimes Nagy's play calling is great. Ooh, that was a late hit. Where was the penalty on that? Dude, that's a penalty. I mean, if you had that against Brady, Rodgers, Russell Wilson, that's a penalty. Mahomes, wow. They couldn't give him that break right there. Come on, refs. Call it down the middle. Field goal attempt, and it's good. So I'm so glad Jonathan Taylor turned out to be turned out like a Melvin Gordon and not like a Monty Ball. Well, honestly, Jonathan Taylor is much better than Gordon and Monty Ball. You know what I mean? If you're looking at Wisconsin running backs, Jonathan Taylor might be the best running back that Wisconsin's ever produced. I mean, I know you got Ron Dane. You know your boy knows football. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, you want to do some trivia with your boy. You know, I might be an Oregon Duck guy, but that doesn't mean I don't know college football. You know what I mean? The amount of football that I watch is literally insane. Like on a Saturday, I'll probably watch 3 or 4 games. On a Sunday, usually 3 or 4. You know, and I got some on the DVR as well. But your boy remembers Ron Dane, Jonathan Taylor, Melvin Gordon, Monty Ball. Your boy, Muzz Perp in the building. Yeah, we definitely need more field goals. More than field goals from the Bears, but at least it's something, right? At least it's something. And they don't have 3 of their main starters playing tonight, which is crazy. Air Whitey says Monty Ball is ass. Oh, man. Oh, man. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. It's funny when people start hitting me up, you know, on like my phone. It's like, you know, I wish I could talk to you on the phone, but it's like, dude, I'm trying to host the show and call a game. It's like I don't want to be rude, you know what I mean, and not like respond, but it's like I can't ignore the game or you guys. It's like, yeah, hit me up after, man. Come on now. It's like pretty much if you know, I'm going to be live on every Monday, Thursday, Sunday, and in between. I just got to keep grinding. I got to keep hustling and keep grinding. And I know my time is coming. You know, everyone's journey is different, you know, on social media and YouTube. And the one thing that I'm the proud of the most, it's not necessarily the subs or the views or the donos. And all those are fantastic and great and have changed my life. But it's the relationships that I've been able to build with you guys. That's what makes it special for me. You know, the friendships and just the relationships with a lot of y'all have changed my life in a positive way. And I hope I've changed your guys' life, you know, in a positive way as well. Because sometimes you just need that entertainment and being able to have that connection with other fans or someone like me. It makes it really special because you don't really get a lot of people that are real on YouTube anymore. Just like Tom will say, a lot of people are in it just for the money or just for the views and the subs, and they're really fake, and they don't care about the fans because they're so big. You know what I mean? It's just all Hollywood. But, you know, I think one thing that me and Tom have in common is, like, we're really good, real people, that we do care about people, and we like to give back when we can. And, you know, shout out to him for being a real MFer, just like your boy. 14-6 Steelers. Nice tackle by the Bears right there. 42 likes. Can we get to a fitty for the kitty? We might be able to. We might be able to. Did you watch 1980s Bo Jackson? Of course we did. I had the baseball cards, the football cards. I mean, when you're talking about the best athlete of all time, it's Bo Jackson. He's the only athlete that was an all-star in baseball and a Pro Bowler in football. You didn't have that in any other sport. Deion was obviously amazing on the football side, but he never was an all-star for the Braves. And Deion was a phenomenal athlete. But Bo, I mean, if you watch Bo at Auburn, I mean, I've seen some highlights from Bo and Auburn that I've never seen anyone on planet Earth do. Big Ben, pump fake, going long, going deep. Oh, come back to the football, young man. First down, Steelers. Let's go. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't wait till get to a point where, but before I get there, I mean, just collabing with other people and being able to quit my regular job, that would be, yes, Air Whitey. Yeah, that would be a day that I will cry, and it will be a long time coming because, like I said, I've been doing this for 9 years, 5 years on YouTube. I'm at 3.5 million views. I have almost 1,200 live streams, reaction videos, original content since just 2017. So that shows you how much content I've been putting out. And even if I only get, 100 people, watching, I'm still going to give you the same Orion on a 100 view, video or 100,000. And that's facts. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. I love you, and I appreciate you. Tecmo Bowl football. I still have it. Tecmo Bowl and Super Tecmo Bowl. I still got all my old systems. 14-6 Steelers. Roethlisberger. Little end around. Deontay Johnson. Oh, he slipped. That would have been a big first down right there. I mean, baseball's got to be one of the hardest sports to play, period, besides maybe golf. Just based on what I see and how hard it is. But to be able to do baseball, to be a defender in the outfield, to be able to hit the baseball, and to be able to be a running back and be effective, it just sucks that injuries, held Bo back. But if Bo never got hurt, I mean, he would have ended up being a Hall of Famer in both. B-O-F-F, both. 14-6 Steelers. Big Ben handing off to Naji Harris. He's pumping those legs. Just short of the first down. NWSF streams Monday Night Raw. That's facts. Facts. Bears getting a pick six. Yeah, it would definitely be amazing. I don't know, man. The Bears are getting close. It's like, sometimes you got to crawl before you walk. They know they're not as good as the Steelers. They know they're on the road. They know they're missing 3 starters on defense, including Khalil Mack, and they're only down by 8. So, I mean, that means something, doesn't it? Right? I would assume that means something. A little bit of something, right? Big Ben says, be quiet. Be quiet, bitches. Hand off. Oh, Naji going over the top. Woo! Did he get it? I think he got it. First down, Steelers. Move the chains. Oh, yeah, Michael Cole is, dude, Vince is always in the earpiece. You know what I mean? If you follow wrestling and everything that, these guys do. I mean, Michael Cole, I mean, that might be the only thing left that they got that's actually pretty good. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. I mean, I'm more of an AEW guy personally. I'm a Tony Schiavone, good old JR kind of guy. I mean, I get excited when AEW comes on. I don't really get excited with WWE anymore. But I'll still watch wrestling for the rest of my life, just like football. 5 more likes to 50. There we go. There we go. We're at 3887 in donos. 45 likes. I mean, we haven't hit 50 likes in a video in a little while. So we actually have a great opportunity to hit that. And that's good for metrics. It's good for analytics. I don't know what I need to do for YouTube to recommend more of my stuff or just to turn on the notifications for all of my fans or supposed fans, the subs. But, I mean, whatever I need to do it. I mean, write him a letter, give him a phone call. I mean, just turn on the notifications for the people, that sub to the channel. I mean, that's not asking too much, is it? You know what I mean? Just don't turn the notifications off. I work really hard. You know what I mean? The last thing I'm always going to work hard, but it's just like, gosh, you got to make me work even extra hard now. 14-6 Steelers. First down and 10. Chase Claypool, end around. Shake and bake. Use that speed and that power. First down, Steelers. Move the chains. Yeah, send me those. It's time. It's time. It's Veda time. It's gummy time. Third quarter, 3:19 left. These will kick in about a half hour. Sometime in the fourth quarter. Need to go grab me another beer real quick. Oh, appreciate you guys. Always making my life fun. You know what I mean? Having 2 full-time jobs is tough. But, if you love what you're doing, it's not even a job. Even though there's a lot of prep work going on, and I just love being able to spend time with you guys. I mean, dude, I can literally watch football, hang out with friends, drink beer, eat gummies, and make a living out of it. And that's the American dream right there. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of preparation and reading and film study has to go involved, because obviously if I was a guy that didn't know anything I was talking about, I wouldn't have the subs. People wouldn't watch, you know what I mean? So there is a responsibility to me and the fans, you know what I mean, to show that I do know what I'm talking about. But gosh, you guys make it so much fun and enjoyable for me. And I love the throwback conversations that we can have from the 80s and 90s. You guys just put me in a fantastic mood today. Oh, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended receiver. Big Ben's like, come on, man. Must have been that visor. He just couldn't see it. Oh, he laid out just outside of his reach. Come on, Chase. 14-6. The Bears are fighting, and I respected them. I don't like Nagy at all right? They have potential with some of their guys, and they have some guys that are not playing tonight. But, I mean, to hold the Steelers to 14 with 2:14 left, I mean, I figured the Steelers would have at least 24 points at this point. No Khalil Mack playing? I mean, this is incredible. Steelers, Big Ben, floater, turn around. Oh, guess who? Pat Freiermuth. Again, but there's a flag on the play. Is it pass interference on the defense? More than likely. Wow. Is it a push-off or is it defensive pass interference? Or maybe holding on the O-line. Pass interference defense. Wow. Pat! This guy is really starting to come into his own. I'm telling you, like I told you in the pregame show, I know football and I know talent. And this guy's been getting hot for the last couple weeks. Man, I think people are going to start looking at him in fantasy. I almost picked him up this week. I already have Dalton Schultz, right? But they are really looking at him in the red zone a lot. Wow. Wow. Extra point is up. No good. They still are in the game. I mean, if you would have told me going into the game that Pat Freiermuth would have 2 tutties, I would be like, hell no. Maybe 1. But it shows you Big Ben really loves this kid. And sometimes you go to your check down guy, that security blanket, and that's Pat. I mean, this guy, I think, is going to be a top 10 tight end moving forward after this year. I think he's that good. I don't know if he'll be top 5, but I think he will be top 10 moving forward, and he's showing that he's got big playability. Wow. Wow. Crazy. What's up with all the low-scoring games lately? Just the defense, I think, You sent me a match? Nice. Yeah, I like Japan wrestling, man. This wrestling is nuts. Hey, it's okay. It's not, Holly, it's not for everyone. I mean, for me, I grew up in the, in the Hogan era. Oh, thank you. Kaylee! Bang, 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 bang! $15. This gets you over the fitty for the kitty. I missed out on the nostalgia earlier. She-Ra for the win. Yeah, we were talking He-Man. We were talking, I mean, we can go through Holly Hundo. She can start, pumping them out as well. I mean, I can go through for all the nostalgia, but, I was born in '82. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $15. You and Holly Hundo and everyone else that's been doing their thing. Appreciate you guys very, very much. And Holly Hundo even posted, yeah, hey, it's a third quarter, but still not too late to hop into Orion NWSF live play-by-play and reactions to Bears and Steelers. We're having fun discussing nostalgia, baseball, toys, the kinds for kids, that is, as well as football camaraderie. Now, not those kind of toys, not the adult toys, but the kid toys. Oh, you're so funny. Thank you so much. Bang, 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 bang. 5 more likes to 50. We hit 5387, so 5 more likes to get to that number. We're at 5387. If we get to 75 or 100, great. If we don't, we'll see where it goes. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys are freaking fantastic. Yeah, but we were going over cartoons and just nostalgia. It feels good to talk about that type of stuff, to go through the nostalgia. It's just like, I think a lot of people forget about it. And I've always kind of considered myself as like a kid adult. You know what I mean? Like I'm 39, but I still feel like I'm 19. But sometimes I like to go back in time and remember when I was like 5 to 10 years old. Some of the best memories I've ever had are from, when I was 5 to 10. Inspector Gadget, all right? Gem and the Holograms, oh my God. Oh, Gem and the Holograms. Gummy Bears, not just the actual candy. Banana Man, Count Duckula. A pup named Scooby-Doo, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, Animaniacs, oh my God. The Snorks, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Danger Mouse, The Trap Door, oh my God. Thundercats, oh my. Mysterious Cities of Gold, Care Bears, Super Ted, Transformers, The Smurfs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, oh, DuckTales. Woo! Oh, my God. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Oh, man. What do you guys know about that? Oh, man. Reading Rainbow? Oh, man. The memories are just flooding in. Flooding. My brain is just flooding. The breakfast cereal. We can go that route. Rugrats. Hey, Arnold. I mean, but if you're going back with, like, the 80s stuff, I mean, it's really nostalgic for guys or girls that are over 30 years old. Like, if you're like 30 to 60 years old, you're like, oh, man, I remember those times. I was actually going through a Facebook post that was going over like candies and food that was discontinued. And I was like, oh, my God, I remember a lot of these things that I used to get at the store that aren't available anymore. Because I think I was watching Stranger Things preview for the California season 4, and then it took me in to like food that's discontinued that you bought when you were a kid, and I literally went down memory lane, and I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if I was high or not, but I literally spent like 30 minutes scrolling through this one article, going through every single cookie or like snack or like fruit snack that or soda or whatever it was that they don't sell anymore. Oh my God, it just brought me back. It brought me back. 20-6 Steelers. Man. Fields. Fling of the wrist. Woo! Wide open. First down, Bears. Darnell Mooney. There he is. Move the chains. Reading Rainbow. Yes, pre-Star Trek. Man, so much memories. The Price is Right. Fruit roll-ups. Squeeze-Its. Remember Squeeze-Its? Squeeze-Its were a big thing. Like, I remember Squeeze-Its. They had, oh, man, I almost want to, like, find the article now. Surge. Surge has made a comeback, though. But, yeah, Surge was one of those things that they had. And then, obviously, now, some places have it. I think there's, like, Burger King or certain places have Surge. I always liked Surge. You know what I mean? Because it was the Mountain Dew equivalent that they tried to, I think Pepsi owned Mountain Dew and Coca-Cola had Surge. But it had a different name, and it was like debuted in like Germany or something, and then they brought it over. I have to try to find this article again. Oh my God. All right, let's see if I can find this right here. Crystal Pepsi. Odin's Child in the building. Yeah, I used to drink so much Surge. I love that stuff. Oh, what about this one? Do you guys remember Shark Bites? The fruit snacks? Oh, my God. Shark Bites? Oh, my God. Gushers? Oh, dude. I might as well just stop the stream right now. Squeeze-Its. Dude, they had all the flavors. Like, if you know what that is, like Squeeze-Its. My God. Shark Bites. And the white ones. Do you remember that? They had the red and the blue and the yellow, but then they had the white ones. Shark Bites. Oh, my God. Butterfinger BBs. You remember those? Why did those go away? The Simpsons promoted those, right? They were Butterfinger, but they were in like little circles. Do you remember those? I love those. I'm not really a big Butterfinger guy, but I remember they had Bart Simpson and they had Lisa and a lot of the Simpson characters on it, and they even promoted it in the cartoon. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Butterfinger BBs. Dorito 3Ds. Remember those? I remember those. Mickey's Parade Ice Pops. Oh, dude, we're going back in time. High C Ecto Cooler juice boxes. Remember those? The green ones that were like, they look like slime. They had the little monster in the front of it. Oh, my God. Fruitopia. Hey, that one just came up. Kaylee, yes, Fruitopia. That was actually a pretty good drink. Rice Krispie Treat cereal. Oh, my. Melody Pops. The Bubble Beeper. The Bubble Beeper. 17 sticks of bubble gum. French Toast Crunch cereal. Do you guys remember that? Why the hell did they discontinue that? French Toast Crunch. That was bomb. That was so good. Crispy M&Ms. I remember those. Cheetos Paws. Oh, my. Oh, my. Lifesaver Holes. Right? The little piece that was in the middle, they just used to throw them away, and then they made it a candy. The Holes. Surge Soda. We know that. Snapple Elements. Earth, Rain, Sun, and Fire. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Tongue Splashers Gum. Oh, my God. Fields. Oh, baby. First down. Bears. Jimmy Graham. We're going back in time. Oreos cereal. Oreos. Oh, my God. Berry Kicks. Oh, my God. This is nuts. Keebler's Fudge Magic Middles. Oh, this is nuts. Sprite Remix. The Clear. Orbits drinks. Remember the Orbits? Oh, my God. Sodalicious Soda Pop Fruit Snacks. Oh. The Fruit Factory Fruit Strings. Go, 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 go. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney. 15-yard tutty. Darnell Mooney was moody earlier. Not anymore. What a play. We have ourselves a game now. Woo! And that extra point might come back to bite him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I love going back in time with you guys. Man, it feels so good. We might have to do this like every show because it puts a smile to my face because I remember a lot of these things. Like Crystal Pepsi. Oh, my God. Extra point is up, and it's good. We have a game. We have a game, 2013. Game on, as Wayne's World would say. Oh, my, oh, my. Jolt Cola. Wow. Yeah, Jolt Cola got taken off the market because people almost died off that shit. Seriously. French Toast Crunch. Oh, man. Surge. Nabisco Giggles. Those cookies that had the faces in them. Crystal Pepsi. Bubble Beeper. Twix Cookies and Cream Bars. You remember those? Those actually were pretty bomb back in the day. Squeeze-Its. Oatmeal Swirlers. Oh, my God. I remember those. You put the little like fruit thing like that looks like kind of like ketchup over the oatmeal. Josta soda. High C Ecto Cooler juice boxes that were all green. Kind of reminded you of like the Ghostbusters thing. Oh, this is one that you guys will remember. Trix Swirls, like the yogurt that came in like that blue and purple color. Oh my. PB Crisps. So delicious. Fruit snacks that look like little soda bottles. Oh my God. Butterfinger BBs. We went over that. Wonder Ball. That chocolate ball that had the candies in the inside. Apple Newtons, like the Fig Newtons. Skippy Squeeze Sticks. Oh my God. Fruit-shaped Trick cereal. I remember that. Fruitopia. Hershey's Bar None. Big Ben. Play action fake. Going long. Going deep. Good defense. Is there laundry? Yeah, of course there is. Keebler Baked Munchums. Nacho. Jello 1, 2, 3. Shark Bites. Man, if Shark Bites ever came back, I probably would buy all of them. Keebler Magic Middles. Orbitz Water. Melody Pops. PB Max. Oh my God. PB Max. I totally forgot about those. The peanut butter snack. Oh my God. Just looking at the box is giving me like such nostalgia. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts Crunch. Oh my God. Flintstones Push-Up Pops. Jumpin' Jack Cheese Doritos. Oh my God. Mickey's Parade Ice Pops. Triple Tower Push Pops. Hostess Crocodiles or Chocodiles. Oh. Go, Naji. Go, Naji. Naji pumping those legs. Nice gain right there. Snapple Element Drinks. Jello Pudding Pops. Cheetos Paws. Reggie Bar. The Reggie Jackson Bar. Oh, my God. Oreo Big Stuff. Doritos 3Ds. I miss those. Sprinkle Spangles. McDonald's Arch Deluxe. Dannon Sprinkle-ins. Jello salads, Berry Kicks. Oh, Berry Kicks was good. Oreo cereals, Tongue Splashers gum. Oh my God. Insane. Deontay Johnson flip from Ben Roethlisberger. Nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ice cream. Oh my God. Fruit string thing from Betty Crocker. This thing just keeps going on and on. Hubba Bubba Bubble Jug. Oh my God. And just to see the pictures of the actual product while I'm scrolling on this, you have no idea. Like seeing these boxes from the 80s and 90s is just like crazies. Kudos. Dude, my mom used to buy me Kudos every single week. Milk chocolate granola bar, but they had all the flavors of the Kudos bars. You guys remember those? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the end of that particular list, but that was amazing. Naji. Good defense right there on 3rd and 1 by the Bears. 2013 Steelers. Oh, now I got to go and look at what you guys wrote down because I know there's probably some that I missed that you remember that. The cookies and cream, yep. Fruit pies. Whatchamacallits. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Little Debbie's Ding Dongs and the Ho-Hos. Batman cereal with the Ninja Turtle bowls back when you got shit for free with. Yes, yes. Kudos love, man, dude. I haven't, dude. If you had a Kudos in your lunch, you were king. Like I was a fatty, so I was like, oh, I need like 2 Kudos in my lunch. Field goes up, and it's good. Wow, 54-yarder. Chris Boswell. All right, Bears, your turn. Deacon Baker says, I hate both teams, but go Steelers. Air Whitey, that's true, man. If you had that, man, some of those names of those things are just amazing how, like, you can just say a name. And I can remember, like, going to school, like, my lunchbox, you know, that I had with the thermos or, like, because before, you know, now they had, like, hot lunch. You know, you had a ticket for lunch. But you didn't really do sack lunches back in the 80s and 90s. We had lunch boxes. I mean, that's just what we had. You know what I mean? You either had a lunch box or, you know, you had some kind of lunch bag that wasn't a paper bag. It was like plastic. well, maybe with some insulation in the inside. But if you were cool, you definitely had the Transformers, the Turtles lunchbox, and then you would bring it home, and you wouldn't eat all your food, and there'd be like ants in there, and you went and just put it down and played wall ball or basketball, and then your mom or dad would be like, what the fuck did you do? Why are there ants in this lunchbox? And you're like, oh, I left it on the ground, and I played wall ball for 2 hours, or at lunch or recess, right? You remember those times. Wall ball. I was the king of wall ball back in the day. Wall ball was a thing. You could do like doubles and singles. You do skimmers on the ground. My knuckles would be all bleeding. I mean, besides that, I was playing basketball or kickball. Oh my. The memories are just going and flooding back now. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Going once, going twice, gone. We can talk about anything in here, and obviously I got a little bit of age to me, you know what I mean? So I'll bring the nostalgia. I mean, and obviously with a lot of the things that I still own to this day, being a collector. But gosh, with the food, I mean, it's just crazy to think of like you can say a name of like a cookie or like a chip or like a Squeeze-It, and then I can remember like where I was, how old I was, what I was doing, when I was eating it or drinking it. Just having that moment of joy, playing video games. Because, like, for me, I had Atari 2600. I had Nintendo NES. I had Sega. I played with my wrestling figures. I watched wrestling on TV while playing with the figures. But I remember, playing with the toys and then, mom coming in with, dropping off the snacks and everything. And the Kudos one, that one really got me, though. Because, I mean, they don't make that shit anymore. And, gosh, I can't even tell you how many pounds of Kudos I ate in my lifetime. Man, they need to bring Kudos back. Boy, oh boy. Wow. It shows 48 likes on my end, so hopefully we get 2 more people to get there. And we're at 5387 with some generous donations from Kaylee as well as Holly Hundo and a few others. Steelers with the kick. Bears take it out of the end zone. Go, 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 go. Oh, he fumbled it. No! Right into the kicker's hands. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? What are the chances of that happening? I was like, have a Devin Hester moment. Oh, he coughed it up. Robitussin, Dayquil, NyQuil. What a hit. Shoulder right on the football. Chris Boswell's on his knees praying to God, and it goes right into his lap. Oh, my God. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dude, he was already on his knees. Dude, that's when we say right place, right time. Sometimes they say wrong place, wrong time when someone gets shot or, you hear about someone dying and it's like a tragedy. That was the right place at the right time. Not a tragedy per se, but maybe for the Bears' chances of coming back and winning. But we at least have like 12 minutes left. Oh, my God. Yeah, Air Whitey, for real. You saved up forever to buy a Sega. I still have mine in the other room. And honestly, if I wasn't an NFL or sports YouTuber, I probably would be on YouTube and Twitch doing the gaming thing. I still have my NES. I still have Sega 64, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I got pretty much almost all the old school systems. There's a few that I don't have. But I still have a lot of the games, my old PS1, PS2 games. And, man. Yeah, Boswell got fucking smacked last week. Watch this. Oh, shit. Someone call 911. Jesus. Lights out. He's like, where am I? Dude. MVP. Chris Boswell. Woo. Not happening, Juan Gotti. Your team is trash, homie. You ain't beating me this year. Not happening, my dude. Bucks are hungry. We're trying to win the bowl again. You guys got a long ways to go to be relevant. I thought you guys had a great shot winning the division this year, but that shit just fucking crumbled right at the beginning of the season, and you guys haven't recovered. But maybe next year will be better for you guys, but you ain't beating us this year, man. Not happening. I mean, we had a lot of upsets this weekend, but, hey, after a bye, we are focused. We are going to beat the brakes off you guys. At least I hope so. Yeah, I don't got the PS5. I'm just too busy, man. I'm too busy grinding.
happens here in the post-game press conference, he's going to have to be really careful about not getting fined this week. Pittsburgh has 2 penalties.
Hey, let's go, man. Hey, I'm a Super Bowl champ, bud. You know, I got a good chance to win it again. I mean, I think we're still a top 3 team in the NFL, and I mean, if anything, why would you guys want to beat the Bucs anyways? Wouldn't you guys want to lose the rest of your games and get a top 5 pick? I mean, I would assume that's what Washington fans would want. That would be the smart thing, right? Lose every game the rest of the season and try to establish a top 5 pick, you know, and try to get a quarterback or the best talent available. I mean, we already know the Jags aren't very good. The Texans are bad. The Lions are bad. You know, the Jets are bad. But, I mean, I would assume, one, that you guys would want to lose the rest of the games and get a high draft pick. Because every game you win after today, or obviously as we go into next week, that's lower and lower, you know, that you're going to be in the draft position. So, because obviously, you know, anyone can win the NFC East any given year. So we'll have to see what the Eagles' 3 first-rounders end up being if Wentz plays. But it wouldn't surprise me if Washington ended up winning a division NFC title next year or the year after. I mean, it always changes in the NFC East. That's facts. Well, I'm not saying lose games on purpose, right? But, I mean, if you're looking to take 1 step backwards to go 10 steps forward, I mean, it's not going to make sense winning out and then getting like a top 20, top 25 pick when you could have gotten a top 5 pick. You know what I mean? Top 5 pick could change the franchise. Right? It could, depending on if the guy pans out. 23-13, Steelers. 9:35 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, baby! It's 12 noon. You know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. One of the most underrated players in the NFL, Roquan Smith from the Georgia Bulldogs. They are going to win the Natty over Alabama. I wish my Ducks had a shot, but hey, if we play Georgia, that's what's going to happen. Oregon quarterback, all right? The LeBron lookalike. We don't like him. And there's Georgia, any player on their defense. Bye, Orion. Bye, Ducks. Hey, we hope we can be a 3 or 4 seed and we can win out, but we got some tough games, you know, between now and the end of the season. We still got to win the Pac-12 championship. There's no guarantee that we're even going to be in the playoff, but we're hoping. But I don't want to get spanked by 50 against Georgia. I'd rather go to the Rose Bowl and try to win that against Michigan State, Michigan, or Ohio State personally. I would rather go to the Rose Bowl and play one of those teams rather than play Georgia as a 3 or 4 seed and lose by 50. I mean, it's cool to be recognized as top 4, but I want to try to win a Rose Bowl, you know, not lose a playoff game. You ain't beating Georgia this year. That's natty for sure. Your Derek Thomas hoodie? Nice. Tech 9? 23-13. Einstein, Tech 9. Roethlisberger overthrows his target. Deontay Johnson incomplete. 4th down and 18. Uncle Mo. Hello, Uncle Mo, are you in the building? Oh, you're there? Where are you? Chicago? Oh, okay. Okay, you're flying in from Chicago to where? Pittsburgh? You're going to be landing soon? Okay. Uncle Mo. Uncle Momentum. I mean, I don't know if Justin Fields has it in him to be able to get a nice touchdown drive, or at least get a field goal. But if you go down here and you get a touchdown, it'll be really interesting to see. Like, all the Bears got to do is play good defense for a couple more drives, and they score a touchdown here, we have ourselves a ball game. I mean, we have a ball game if they get a field goal, but if they get a tutty on this drive, all right, and it's 23-20, anything's possible. But look at oh, they needed that. All right, Bears, you got it on the 20. The 20-20-20, the 20-20-20. You got it on the 20-20-20. Okay. God, I love football. God, I love football, and I love you guys. I got to go get another beer.
rubber nugget hot. Fill the flame at BK with 8 pieces for just $1.49. You cool? Fill the fire with those pepper nuggets at BK. Your way, way spicy. Right now, Vegas taking Spirit Mountain Casino by storm. Let's go to the Northwest like Magic River, Happy Lanterns, Marigold, Tiki Fire, Heartthrob, Bass Back, and High Stakes. Win big at Spirit Mountain Casino.
The X-rays from your urgent service look good. Just stay off that leg, okay?
What about my rec team? I'm all they got.
Next season.
Big stock. Wow. You already scheduled my PT? I love doctors who work with athletes.
Does he know you tripped over a basketball?
That's a sports dude.
At Kaiser Permanente, we make getting care easy so you can get back on the court quicker.
An adage I learned is you take care of the troops and the troops take care of you.
NWSF chain gang in the building. 2 more likes to 50. 2 more. We're at 5387 on the donos. So we eclipsed that. 2 more. 2 more likes. Just like I have 2 more beers left. 2 more Coronas left that I might drink at the same time. And then I think I have Rolling Rock, but God, Rolling Rock is gross. Oh my God. I tried drinking it and I'm like, if you're already drunk and you're drinking it, that's one thing. But if you're trying to get drunk and you're drinking it, oh my God. I mean, I know they call beer piss water sometimes, but it is tough to drink. Or if you're starting off with that, I'm like, my God. Still got limes left. Your boy's prepared. What a great Monday night. I didn't go to work today. Got tested for COVID because my manager got COVID. Sometime on Friday or the weekend, I did a test. I became negative. Thank God. I get to go to work tomorrow. Fields. Oh, what happened to my hands? Cheers. Allen Robinson, I mean, we're talking top 10 wide receiver in the league. But, I mean, with Justin Fields, that's tough. He's been, like, irrelevant this season in fantasy football and in general. But he'll get better if Robinson's there. But Robinson needs to go to another team like the Packers. I mean, could you imagine Aaron Rodgers if he stays and then you get an Allen Robinson on one side, Devontae Adams on the other? That could be the missing piece, the missing link to go to the Super Bowl. I mean, having an Allen Robinson talent on the Packers. Can you imagine? I imagine probably Grossi's thought about that, and Packers fans have thought about that. Just another guy on the other side that's close to Devontae. Things that go in my brain, you know, as I'm thinking football. Oh, it's delicious. 23-13 Coronas, limes, nostalgia, toys, candies, kudos. Things that you can't buy anymore. We're going down memory lane. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. He looked like a fish out of water right there. He's like, don't sack me. Oh, he looked like a fish. Like, what was he doing right here? He's like, let go, let go. Oh, shit. Look at this right here. Let me go. Jameis and Mesa, bang, 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 bang. $5, thank you. And the Bears have to punt. They might have missed their opportunity, but at least they're fighting. But it's not over yet. A key interception or fumble, fumble, fumble. The 10, the 5, touchdown Bears. I was going to say a fumble, and then it happened. Oh, my God. You ask and you shall receive. Oh, my God. I was like, you know, you never can call it over. Interception, fumble, fumble, fumble. Oh, it's like talking shit to an existence. Yeah, I know there's Tony Romo. Hey, but Orion on YouTube, he pretty good too. Oh, my. Oh, my God. What are the chances? 1 out of 1,000? 1 out of 1,000,000? And to pick it up and score? Oh, my God. My God. Nostalgia. The game was supposed to be shitty. It's not. Oh, man. That's what happens. It's like the sports gods. You know, they're listening. They're like, okay, this Chad is having a fun time. Let's really spice it up for him. Oh, my God. Touchdown, Bears. Let's go. What, dude, like that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? That just doesn't happen in sports, right? But this weekend has been wild. Are you kidding me? And like, you know, I'm like, okay, Justin Fields turned into a fish. All right, he got sacked. And then in my head, you know, I just like, dude, it's like, it's not over. You know, maybe they get an interception or fumble, and then you think maybe that happens once they get the ball, and then, you know, they pick off Big Ben, boom, pick six. But hey, let's speed up the process then. Let's just make it exciting immediately. And we're gonna fumble right away and then pick it up and score. My God. God bless the NFL. God bless football. This is awesome. Oh, man. If I had 10 beers of Corona or 12, I literally would probably just drink all of them like right now. Just like all 10 or 12. If it I mean, like I just won the Super Bowl. I mean, if it goes on my hat or on my jersey, I can wash that. Wow. All right, make this. Extra point is up, and it's good. Yes, sir. And that missed extra point might come back and bite the Steelers. Those missed extra points and field goals always never get mentioned until maybe the next day. Wild. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Fumble for a touchdown. Extra point is up, and it's good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. One more like to 50. One more beer in my hand. Let's go. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Beer, Corona Extra gummies. We got some elderberry gummies from Wild. Very good. We've been going down nostalgia, memory lane from my childhood. We're talking about great shows, Blacklist, Yellowstone, Dexter, shit to watch. And then, you know, Grey's Anatomy and Law and Order SVU. I mean, they're, you know, The Good Doctor. I mean, your boy's well-rounded, okay? I like a lot of that stuff, okay? I know you guys like that stuff too. But then going down like the snacks and going back in time, like the kudos, that kudos shit really hit me hard. Like I could have almost just ended the stream and like called my mom, be like, Mom, do you remember when you used to buy me kudos and all the flavors they had at the store, at the Thriftway or the Safeway or the Albertsons? I don't know if those places exist where you guys live, but out here in the Northwest, those were like the main three grocery stores we had: Safeway, Albertsons, Thriftway. Before like the Costco and like the Winco shit, like that's where people went. Like back in when like the Blockbuster was still going. Man, kudos. Unbelievable, man, to go down memory lane like that. It's cool. I usually go down memory lane with like sport games, Super Bowls, players, wrestlers. Once in a while with the food, but the snacks and the cartoons, though, which we've discussed tonight, man, oh, man. The Madison Square Garden, college basketball, boring as shit until we get into March. And it's March Madness, baby. You fill out a bracket at work. You don't know what the hell you're doing, but all you're trying to do is win. I used to watch a lot of college basketball where, like, I knew, like, I would say 80% of the teams that were in the tourney. You know what I mean? But that was a long time ago. I can't commit my time to watching college football or college basketball, like that anymore. God, what the Bears? No Khalil Mack. They're missing some players tonight. Yes, sir. Close game alert. Yeah, no shit. Close game alert. Yes, I know ESPN and NFL.com. I am calling the game. We're watching it together. And one thing I think I feel really blessed about, you know, just being a young kid and growing up with my mom and dad, you know, meeting Ken Griffey Jr. when I was 7, meeting Sandy Koufax, you know, the Dodger legend, my dad's hero, you know, when I was 10, you know, that really shaped me, you know, as a fanatic. Like, I met the best left-handed hitter ever to play on planet Earth that didn't cheat. Ken Griffey Jr., the most likable too, right? And Sandy Koufax is the best left-handed pitcher ever. Better than Randy Johnson, better than Steve Carlton. Naji Harris, first down, Steelers. But it's like you have those memories when you were younger, and it definitely shaped me to who I am today. Also that, and being in phone sales for like 20 years of my life, to be able to do sales face to face is hard, right? But if you like selling cars and other things like that, insurance, but if you end up doing it on the phone, they don't get to see who you are. So they really have to trust you and like your voice, and being able to do like DirecTV or Comcast or Verizon business like I've done, and a lot of other things like highlights for children. I even did that at one point. Like I've definitely done a lot of phone jobs, and it definitely made me good with the tonality and being able to host a show like this and being able to have this experience with you guys. Appreciate you guys very much. Chase Claypool coming up. Gimpy, 23-20 Steelers. He's like, fuck. He's like, my fucking foot hurts. I need to hobble off, damn it. I mean, you already lost Juju, right? And now you lose Chase Claypool. Guess that means it's going to go to Pat Freiermuth. 3 tutties for Freiermuth? Muth, they say. How cool is that? You're a rookie, and they're already chanting your name. You know what I mean? You got to have a good first name like Cooper, like Amari. You got to have something like that. But Muth? There's never been a Muth in the NFL, as far as I know, with Muth at the end. I mean, maybe there has been, but maybe not as a popular one that Pat's going to turn into. This guy's got a lot of potential. And he's a rookie, too. And I like it because he can block and he can catch. So he's versatile. He's not just one-dimensional. $23-20. I need some more points with Naji Harris. But, hey, go to Pat, man. He's already having a day. 2 tutties already. Why not make it 3? Big Ben. Floater. Nice catch. First down, Steelers. But there is a flag on the play. Laundry on the field, probably holding on the Steelers' O-line. Jonathan in the building. What to do? Alan Counts in the building. What to do? Luke Birch in the building. What to do? Ooh, on the defense. Ouch. He's like, fuck. So I'm not buying you guys lobster dinner today. You're supposed to help me out there. Is that Robert Quinn, formerly of the Rams? He's like, uh-oh. So I'm getting cut. God, how can you make a mistake like, dude, there's 4 minutes left. Like, this is like make or break. Like, you really got to be on point in the last, 5 minutes of a game, especially when you're getting your ass kicked the whole game, and then you had a miracle play happen tonight. All right, and you're down by 3 when you should be down by 23. Let's see if the Bears can make some magic happen. You never know, man. Football's been wild today, right? It's been wild on the weekend. A lot of crazy upsets. Big Ben. Ooh, you're asking to fumble. What the fuck is he doing? You're looking like American Gladiators out there. That's another throwback. Remember that one? American Gladiators. Oh, shit. Nitro? I can't remember all the names of the guys, but I definitely remember watching that with all the obstacle courses. That was always really fun to watch. American Gladiators. If you don't know what it is, look it up. You will be entertained. That's my childhood right there. 23-20, Steelers. 3:45 left in the fourth quarter. Big Ben. It falls out of his hands. Oh, my. Go, go, go. The 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bears. But this one will probably come back 99%. Hey, Big Ben's like, what are you doing? What if they let this stand? What if they just said, hey, this is a fumble? You know, they had the whole tuck rule thing with the Brady and the Charles Woodson. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm a Buck fan, but we all know that Brady fumbled. And that was, that changed everything. The tuck rule. I'm not biased, all about Brady. I wasn't a fan when he was on New England. You know, there was a lot of jealousy and just the cheating thing with Belichick and Brady. Unless you were a Patriot guy or you like the Cowboys, those were the 2 most hated, outside teams other than your own, that you really love. And then you got the rivals in your division, right? I was more of a Peyton Manning, Joe Montana guy, but hey, I'll take the championships with Brady, Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? It's time for a sack lunch. Oh, my God. Roundhouse kick. Roundhouse. He's playing fucking Double Dragon. Oh, my. What game is he playing? Is that Tekken Tag? Is that Street Fighter Alpha Turbo? Is that Mortal Kombat? 1, 2, or 3? My. Oh, Luke Birch, bang! Say GG yesterday, Holly, Odin's, Hefe, and our Chiefs fans in here. We should have traded for a tight end. I'm proud of Love after his performance yesterday. 449. Luke Birch, where do you live, Luke Birch? Because obviously if I see the symbol and then I see the dollar amount, obviously the donation is not coming from the United States. A lot of times those are going to come from Canada. They're going to come from New Zealand, Australia. Is it Canada? Is that where you live, Luke? You let me know. Luke is not one of us. Who's Luke? Appreciate you, Luke. One more like to 50, and we're at 64.96. You live in England. Dude, how cool is that? William is from New Zealand. That's in the channel. So, I mean, every once in a while, you'll get people. Dude, that is awesome. Dude, for you to be able to watch from there to here with us, very cool. I mean, I imagine Tom gets a lot of people from all over the place, too. It's awesome. I mean, because a majority of it is going to be probably United States. That's what you'd figure. But when you get people outside of Canada and other places, you're like, oh, wow. It's like awesome to be able to have, you know, a fan base that consists of people all over, like literally. Well, here we got the first hater. King of Reapers, Jordan Love, suck. Not even sucks with an S, right? So then we might think, are you under 15 years old because you didn't put an S or a $ or a Z? You just did Jordan Love suck. So that might be like, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15 years old, maybe 20, right? It's all about the grammar in the chat, right? Jordan Love suck. And then you spelled Jordan wrong too with an E. So the age is very interesting. We got you. Lucas Thomas, how I found you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, got some amazing people from that raid and other opportunities. 23-20, second down and 7. Big Ben might be getting a little nervous. Oh, almost a sack lunch. Yes, sir. Oh, but there's a flag. So what are they going to call here? Protecting the quarterback bullshit, or what are they calling? Multiple flags. Probably should have just been a sack lunch, but now they're going to do holding on the offense. Decline. They'll maybe get the sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. I was going to say, if they call something protecting Big Ben, I might have to turn off the stream. I don't know. I just need to see good officiating, and sometimes you just see, like, the unthinkable. Like, they could have called, like, some kind of, like, personal foul, trying to go for his ACL. They're just, like, making up new rules as they go, and you're like, oh, fuck, 15-yarder, okay, I guess. Like, I mean, nothing surprises me when the refs are out there. It's a hard job to do, but, God, they're just not very good or consistent. But it's probably the hardest sport to officiate, besides maybe NHL hockey, unless you're like a good referee skater, I would assume. Oh, what a catch. Shake and bake. Ooh, big hit. Big hit. Now they're like, okay, now we're playing. Now we're playing.
So honest question, JP, honest question, okay, is, like, if you don't say anything, could it be taunting?
Yeah, Mahomes, yeah, it's more than just Mahomes. I think Holly knows that. Chiefs fans that are in the building, Hefe, I mean, I watch the games. I've watched pretty much every Chiefs game this season. It shows you if you don't have a running game like the Bills, right? Clyde Edwards-Helaire's hurt. You're going with guys like Darrell Williams and other guys that aren't that good, and then they don't really get yards, and Mahomes has to force it. The O-line doesn't have chemistry. A lot of new guys. Defense is doing their best, you know what I mean? But sometimes it's not enough. That's it. It's not just Mahomes. The media and, like, people that are just, like, one-track minded are going to look at it just like, oh, Mahomes. But it's much more than that. It's coaching. It's play calling. Bieniemy. It's Andy Reid's fault. Spags. It's the personnel. Frank Clark. Chris Jones. Chris Jones, Honey Badger, and the rest. Like, Sorensen needs to go. Field goes up, and it's good. Like, there's, I know football. I watch. You know what I mean? I do like Nick Bolton a lot, and, if I want to get any kind of credibility with the Chiefs fan base, obviously no one knows who the fuck Nick Bolton is besides Chiefs fans and maybe someone like me. You know what I mean? But He's been an awesome rookie for you guys. You need like 4 more Nick Boltons. And, you have some guys like Jarius Sneed. I think he got banged up in the game. He's got potential. Honey Badger's a Hall of Famer. Chris Jones is nice. Frank Clark hasn't really produced the same way as he did on the Seahawks. But, I mean, who else do you got, So once you guys get the running game going, things would be much different. I mean, if you think you had Jamal Charles or Kareem Hunt, you think that you guys would be where you're at right now? Fuck no. Mahomes wouldn't have to force all those fucking throws all the time. That's facts. Shout out! Luke Birch, a great friend I met via Grossi Posse. Luke. No, it's cool. I've seen Luke in the chat here and there. That's awesome. Look at Holly. Appreciate you. $75.06 from this amazing fan base. The conversations are always crazy. We do football, and we went back in some nostalgia. Fucking surge and some kudos. My God. And then we have the Bears that actually have a shot to win this game, which is amazing, right? Like, I mean, they were just getting their ass kicked the whole game, and they could win 27-26. Like, this could be Justin Fields' moment, okay? Luke Birch, Dallas 79. So thanks for the shout out. You guys are having a conversation and donating at the same time. Team players, appreciate you guys. Wow, this could be a defining moment in Justin Fields' career if they score a touchdown here and win. You will remember this game as the game where Justin Fields turned into Justin Fields. So let's see if I make it happen and I talk it into existence, or if the Steelers D is just that damn good. Fields? Because I can, there's certain drives in football and certain things that can happen that are definitely a defining character point of the athlete at that time. And this would be the defining moment of the season, to go 4-5, beat the Steelers on the road, get a touchdown, win by 1, and you played like shit. I mean, this would be huge on his resume. Still has a long ways to go, but he might be the best one out of all the quarterbacks. Like, if you really look at the skill set and what he can do, if he gets better coaching, maybe he could be the best one out of the 5 rookies that got picked. Mac Jones and, Trey Lance on the Niners, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. Justin Fields might be, to me, it looks like he's kind of the best one. You know what I mean? Like, I know Mac Jones and Trey Lance have the coaching over there with, like, Belichick and Kyle Shanahan. Trevor Lawrence is still raw and young, right? Good at Clemson, but Jags suck. Zach Wilson got hurt for the Jets. Justin Fields. His situation and Mac Jones is probably the best. Going long, going deep. Oh, that defining moment, that Joe Montana to Jerry Rice moment. He almost had it. Oh, my. Tom Brady to Randy Moss. My God. Steve Young to Jerry Rice. Troy Aikman to Michael Irvin. We almost got it. Oh, brutal. That could have been huge. 26-20 Steelers. 3rd down and 1. The games are always better in person than what we see on paper. On paper, we think this game sucks, right? And then now look at this. We're on the edge of our seats every game this year. Justin Fields, keeper. 1st down, Bears. The Bears. Luke Birch, bang again. 449. He said, Chiefs fans, you and any Packers fans who wanted Bolton in the draft, cough. Here, cough. Hey, but how many people know who Nick Bolton is? I think that gets me respect right off the gates, because even big-name YouTubers have no idea who that is. You know what I mean? Unless you do the research and the film study and you read and you know what's going on. And I think that's really what separates me with everyone else, that the Nick Boltons in the league, I know about them and I can connect with the fan base that way, when a lot of people have no idea. They're like, Nick Bolton? Who's that? Justin Fields? Tipped and complete. I like those kind of guys, though, too. The names that aren't as well known, because sometimes those guys turn into Pro Bowl, Hall of Fame players, and especially if you can get on them early and be like, oh, yeah, I saw him, like, college year or, like, rookie season. Like, I saw the potential in him, you know what I mean? And then you, like, sound like a genius in front of your friends. You're like, oh, yeah, that Nick Bolton, man, he's it. Like, he's the next big thing for the team, Hopefully he can stay injury-free, but he's got a lot of potential. 26-20 Steelers, 2nd down and 10. 2:08 left in the 4th quarter. Man in motion. Justin Fields, are you going to have your moment? Maybe. Scrambling away. Ooh, He tried to fight for more yards there. 2-minute warning. So what are we thinking here? Are we thinking that Fields is going to do it and they're going to win the game? Or is the Steelers D going to stop them? I mean, I would say percentage-wise, it would probably be like 80% Steelers, 20% Fields. But the way that football's been going, you know, if you just take the percentages out of it, right? I mean, Justin Fields could win this game and make a name for himself tonight. That's what I live for in sports, you know what I mean? Like recognizing the moments when I see them early, you know, rather than after the game is over or reflecting on it tomorrow. It's like being able to be in the moment and connecting with people and what you're watching and those people instantly. Because I guarantee they're going to be talking about this shit for a while if Fields wins this game. Like, you know, it'd be like, wow, this team fucking sucks. And he had his moment, you know, and then he's got to carry that momentum. And they don't have a horrible team. They're just not a playoff team. They're just kind of like in between. They're not horrible. They're not good. They're like average. You know what I mean? Is the best way to describe the Bears, you know? They're just average. But an average team can beat a good or great team on any given Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. I mean, shit, it might happen tonight. So, all right, we got some like thriller, killer shit going on here in this preview. What do we got here? What is this? Yellow Jackets on Showtime. Girls being crazy. People dying. Yeah, I might check that. I don't have Showtime, though. I was like, oh, maybe I'll check that out, but I don't got Showtime. Yeah, I need to change that. I just noticed that, too. So what happens when you're having fun talking about fucking kudos and fucking squeeze-its. Ain't no party like a squeeze-it party. Man, squeeze-its. Kudos. Like, I wish they, like, still had those to purchase. Like, there's, like, some, like, underground candy guy, and I can just be like, dude, I totally need some kudos. But, I mean, I don't know when the last year they made it, so I assume the shelf life on certain things like that, you probably can't eat it past, like, what? Like a year or two? And then it goes bad? So, 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter. What a game. What a game. It's the third quarter? Yeah. Sometimes I'm having too much fun, you know, and that's the one thing that gets not updated quick enough sometimes. Sometimes the score, sometimes the quarter. If we're having fun, hey, sometimes it happens. Appreciate you guys. Holly's like, update the scoreboard. It's the fourth. 3rd and 2. Justin Fields. Are you feeling electric tonight? Fields, going deep. Oh, man. Am I talking this shit into existence? Oh, my. He's having it. He's having the moment. You know what I mean? But no one really recognizes that right now. All the people are just, you know, you're watching, right? But you got to look ahead, the significance of the drive and the win if they get it. It's not like Fields has been like perfect this season. This is a game-defining springboard win for the Bears if they win the game. Twinkies. I do have ESP. I mean, you know, I talk shit into existence a lot, and it creeps people out. I mean, there's a lot of people that win a lot of money off me with betting. Fields, I get a feeling, and I just, you know, floater! Oh, my God. Dude. Touchdown, Bears. They left too much time, so that's the problem. You're going to have to, you know, come up with a defensive play, but wow, right? You know what I mean? This is what we expected from Fields from Ohio State. Plays like this. Woo-hoo-hoo. Did he get the toe tap down? Let's look at the toe drag swag. 1, 2. Wow. Dude, it's called manifesting. It's like manifest. I got the ESP, the sports gods, they love me. They're like, Orion, say this. And then my brain just like comes up with something, and then I say it, and then it just comes true. Like multiple times, sometimes in a show. Like the fumble, Freiermuth, Justin Fields having the moment. Incredible. Flag on the play. It's kind of scary, right? You know what I mean? Like, there is Tony Romo, And he's a former quarterback, so he knows all the playbooks and the plays. I did not play in the NFL. I did not have, per se, play on Dallas Cowboys as quarterback, okay? But just because someone doesn't play in the NFL doesn't mean they can't study like an NFL player. You feel me? And sometimes these like predictions and comments, like you can talk that shit into fruition. How it happens, I have no idea. But sometimes it's just like kind of having a feeling. I mean, I've watched a lot of football, a lot of scenarios, and sometimes I'll just get that Uncle Momentum feeling, and the rest is history. And I don't think a lot of people get that. I mean, some people have it. It's maybe like a gift type thing, but incredible. Great performance by Fields there. Extra point is up. Right down the fucking middle. Off to the right. And it still goes through. Oh, baby. 27-26 Bears. Oh, manifesting. Do you guys believe now that I got the ESP? I mean, you can just watch a show, or 2 or 3. I mean, there's a reason why I draft people's fantasy football teams in secret, because they know I'm going to pick the team better than they can, I get it. Some of these fantasy football leagues are 50 to 150 buy-in, and there's like 10 people winning. If you win $800. So I don't blame them for having me as a ringer. You know what I mean? And people being generous with money that they win in bets and whatnot. But I don't bet, but maybe I should start betting because I'm superstitious and whatnot. But, I mean, maybe I need to start betting, making some money, We have to be kind of tough to be a responsible gambler. You don't want to have an addiction with the gambling and losing money and losing things. That means something to you. But, I mean, I do read. I do watch the film. I got the Tony Romo, the ESP. Bears 27, Steelers 26. What a fucking game. Incredible. Like, everyone thought this game was going to be dog shit, like it was going to be horrible, and it ends up being one of the best games of the year. And it seems like that's a story for every game we watch on any Thursday, Monday, or Sunday night. Like, almost all of them are panning out to be, like, you might not care about the team, it's not your team, but at least the game is interesting, and we can all hang out together and watch the game on YouTube and talk about it, rather than just being on the couch or the bedroom and just watching it by yourself and not talking to anyone, right? It's just like we're all chilling all together on a couch together watching the game. 27-26 Bears. Let's see if the Bears defense, they have 3 starters out, no Khalil Mack. Will they win it for Justin Fields? Or will Big Ben be the hero? It'll probably be Boswell that would have to be the hero as the field goal kick. Oh, nice tackle. Oh, almost broke away. Naji Harris is a beast. Oh, yeah. No, I got a lot, Luke. I mean, I've been a collector since 5 years old. I'm 39. So, I mean, I got Buccaneer jerseys, probably 10. Oregon Duck jerseys, like 5 to 10. Seattle Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr. jerseys, 3 or 4. Blazer jerseys, a couple of Dame Dollars. Yeah, I mean, I got my jersey collection's pretty good size. I mean, I usually try to wear a different jersey for each stream that I do or mix it up, but some of the jerseys are like green apple, and I can't wear that on the green screen. Otherwise, I'll just be like a talking head. Yeah, yellow and green, they don't like those colors for the green screen. 27-26 Bears. Roethlisberger, a little check down on 1st and 10, minute 10 to go. Wow. Uh-oh. Michael Thomas and Frank Gore. Yeah, does Big Ben still have it? I mean, the last 3 games, it's kind of trending like the answer is yes. I mean, we thought that maybe the Ravens were so much better and the Browns and the Bengals, but the Browns and Bengals have both stumbled, and then you saw the Ravens lose, to the Bengals, like, 41-17 a couple weeks ago. So maybe the Steelers can make a playoff? Go. Oh, First down, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, but it might be a hold, and it might be coming back. Let's see who it's on. They don't look very happy. Offsides defense. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, when they had 3 defensive starters out, I mean, if it's like a 7-point spread or more, you're like, oh, yeah, more than likely. But look at this, dude. This is nuts. I mean, you're hoping that some kind of touchdown happens or whatever, but, I mean, this one might end with a field goal or a good defensive play. Dude, flags everywhere. So many whistles. False start on the offense. Come on, man. (27-26) Monday Night Football. Fanatic family. You guys are the best. You are awesome. We hit 50 likes. That's awesome. We haven't done that in a couple times. So to see 51, awesome. It's like you want to try to hit those numbers, you know, when you're trying to build up the channel, you know, 50, 100. And then obviously that'll be something that'll be just an every stream thing, but sometimes you gotta just work hard to get there. First down and 15, 27-26 Bears. Pump fake by Roethlisberger. Big Ben going to Pat Freiermuth. Look at this. This guy's probably like the fan, like their favorite. Like they love Naji Harris, but this guy. You know, sometimes he might not be the best player, but just the guy that's got the cool name. And if he produces and you can chant that, Muth, like fans love that shit. It's like having a favorite wrestler. It's going to become like a phenomenon, like especially if he keeps scoring touchdowns. The Muth, maybe the most famous because you have Cooper for Amari Cooper, but Muth, it's kind of cool because they're not even talking about the Fryer part. They just went straight. Last 4 letters in your last name. Okay. Creative little bunch. Another flag. Alexander, Rogers, Jordy, Clay, and White. 1 jersey. Giannis Bucks. Nice. Man, you have a pretty good you have a pretty good collection there. For sure. I used to get a jersey almost every year, but then, you know, you have things kind of happen to you in life and sometimes you just can't, you know, buy a jersey consistently every year, but I did for a while. Like try to get a new Tampa jersey or a new Bucks jersey, Ducks jersey, at least once a year for a little bit of a run. 40 seconds left, 3rd and 2. Crucial play of the game. Who's stepping up? Chicago's D or Big Ben? Big Ben! Oh! First down, Steelers! And that's the game? Maybe, if they can just get up and figure this out. That's winding. Wow. Because Boswell can go from 60. But, I mean, if you really want to have him comfortable, I think Boswell's number would be like 50 to 54. That's like long, but like good enough for him to make it as long as he's calm. Long, you got to be calm. All right, but if it's under 50, Boswell's almost automatic. So, I mean, if you're a little farther back, try to bleed the clock a little bit, and then I would be comfortable with 50 to 54. If it's 55 and plus, I mean, there is obviously a higher probability to lose. Ooh, 4th and 1. Ooh, didn't get it. 4th and 1, didn't get it. Chris Boswell attempting a 90-yard field goal. I wonder how far it is. Let's see. Oh, he's not too far. It's 50-something. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, drama, right? And like if you're a Steelers fan, you're like, please, 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 right? Boswell. And if you're the Bears, you're like, I want Fields to have his defining moment. You know what I mean? Maybe he shanks it wide left, wide right. This is big. This is a lot of, you make this kick, you're a hero. If you miss it, you're a bum. It's like the hardest position in football besides quarterback. Like you get scrutinized more than anyone on the team, and you're a fucking kicker. That's not fair. But I guess that's the business, though. You know, that's what you signed up for, buddy. If you want to be the Pat McAfee, you're gonna have to take it. The Adam Vinatieri, the Justin Tuckers, and we appreciate that. They say kickers aren't athletes or punters. That's bullshit, dude. I've seen Pat McAfee decleat someone off a punt. Okay, yeah. I mean, punters and kickers are football players. Don't let that phrase ever tell you otherwise. If you've ever played football, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the punter and kicker are some of the toughest guys on the team. From 40, it's up, and it's good. 29-27, Steelers. Could have been 30-27 though, right? So with a field goal, the Bears can win, and Justin Fields can still have his moment. Santos can go from pretty deep as well. So you're probably going to want it to be closer than 50. Let's see if Fields can get the ball down the field and maybe get a pass interference call or complete a long pass like we saw with Matty Ice to Cordarrelle Patterson versus the Saints. Maybe something similar, and then we'll get maybe Justin Fields to have his moment. Or otherwise, this one might be over. Bears versus Steelers, live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $OrionNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Hoodies are $34.99. Cop one and represent the NWSF. And follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Northwest Sports Fanatics. 26 seconds. Man, this might not be enough time. I mean, even for Brady or Rodgers, 26 seconds is not a lot of time. Like, I would say 90% of the people that try to win a game, if you get the ball where you get it here and you have 26 seconds left, I mean, there might be 2 guys in the NFL, maybe 3, that can get you down there. With only 26, that's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Guys have to step up. Cairo, 55. So he's got a leg. 55. You got a ways to go though. You got to catch this goddamn ball and step out of bounds. Shotgun set. Justin Fields. Come on, Justin. Scrambling. Oh God, dude. Throw it a little higher and he catches it and go out of bounds. God, he's a rookie. So, I mean, when he's a second, third year, he'll make that throw. But if he would have made it there, then you're like, oh, yeah, a little bit of yards. I mean, shit, if you're already wasting the clock, you might as well catch the damn ball, get out of bounds. Yeah, this game is crazy. See, that's why I love doing streams, because with the NFL, I mean, AEW and WWE, the outcome is predetermined. But with the NFL, I mean, we don't know. Beginning to end, the way the story is going to play out. Floater, get out of bounds. There you go. Your boy listened. Montgomery didn't shake and bake. Flag, probably holding on the offensive line. Let's see what it is. They can pray it's on the defense, and then that might be money. Give them some more yards. Let's see what they say. 5 yards. It's like, yeah, I hear you got the illegal contact for the first down, but still, it's like, you got a ways to go. All right, I'm on the last beer. The game is almost over. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. We've talked nostalgia, cartoons, kudos, surge. And look at the game, dude. Amazing. 29-27, Steelers. Justin Fields, get rid of it. Yes, get out of bounds. Cole Kmet with the grab. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. 11 seconds, down by 2. You're getting close now. Like, you got 2 more plays to get it down maybe by like 4 seconds. So you got 11 to maybe 7, and then 7 to like 3 or 4. And so you got like 2 more throws. If you get these 2 throws and Santos goes for 55, we might get a Bears win tonight. Oh, baby. Shotgun set. Fields. Get out of bounds. 5 seconds. Ooh, they wasted too much time there. Oh, one throw. Don't even have a throw now. Now it's like, where are you at? But you're too far for a field goal. Now you got to come up with like the greatest play call in NFL history. Like some kind of lateral, Philly, crazy, who knows. Damn. Dude, if they just could have got one more throw in, there would have been a chance for like a 55-yarder, and that would have been a lot of cool drama to see. But, I mean, not that this drama is bad, but 5 seconds. Oh, just wanted them to be a little, I mean, like this is pretty much, I mean, you have to, unless you get out of bounds with 1 second. Batted down. Wow, shit. Oh. Ooh, baby. It looks like this miracle might end. Now, can you imagine just for a second right now that if the Bears win the game, like you get that 1 in 10 billion play and somehow they actually run this back for all the way to a touchdown and win the game? I mean, what is he going for? A 90-yard field goal? What is this guy doing? They're like, let's go for it. What is it, 70? 65. Oh, my. Oh, my. Come on. Let's make it for Justin Fields. Come on. Santos. Oh. Oh. You almost made it. Oh. If that was 64 instead of 65. Wow. Jesus. I tried to talk into an existence, you know, but they just fucked up too much at the end, and Nagy sucks. But hey, I tried to make it happen. You know, I tried to talk that into existence. Had a couple good, you know, prediction plays and whatnot tonight's stream. We talked kudos, video game systems, Butterfinger BBs, Surge, all kinds of Fruitopia. Oh, man. Gosh, if he could have made that. Yeah, he needed more than 1 yard. That was quite short. Well, if as long as 55, asking him to do 65 is like, yeah. Man, good game, though. Final score, Pittsburgh Steelers 29, Bears 27. The Steelers improve to 5-3. Bears drop to 3-6. But Justin Fields played with a lot of moxie there on that last drive. I mean, they definitely could have just rolled over and just, you know, let him win. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? He actually showed some growth and some maturity in his game. A game that we thought that Steelers were going to win. We thought they would win by a larger amount, but it's the NFL. So, hey, anything can happen on any given Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. We got over 50 likes, dude. That's awesome. 53, 83, 58 on the YouTube Super Chat. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Sarah Small, Holly Hundo, Kaylee, Luke, Finley, Jameson, Elliott, Focus Reaper, Chili Dog, King of Reapers, Focus Reaper. All the Reapers are in the building. Air Whitey, Jonathan Jansen. I'm just going up on the chat here. Appreciate all you guys, everybody that donated, everyone that made this chat amazing like it always is. I appreciate you guys very, very much. And like I said, I'll be here more than likely tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll try to get some reaction videos out. So I'll try to do maybe 1 to 3 each day. The goal is always 3, minimum of 1, but maybe 2 and 2. If I can do more, if I have more time, but sometimes the upload and the process takes a little while. It usually takes over an hour to do one and to get everything correct. 30 minutes to an hour per one, so sometimes longer, just depending on the internet. But I appreciate you guys. What a great game, right? Final score, Pittsburgh Steelers 29, Bears 27. Enjoy the rest of your night. If you're looking for something to watch, Blacklist, watch it. James Spader, all right. Reddington, Raymond, very, very good. Yellowstone, if you want to watch some cowboy shit, that's awesome. Watch that, all right? 2-hour premiere was yesterday. Or watch Dexter. Those are 3 things that you can watch. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, and I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. NWSF Chain Gang in the building, and I'm out. Peace. Gang. Gang, gang.